enough coffee left for about one more cup. You want it, Viv, or shall I throw it out?
Oh, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Well, since when does it take a Supreme Court decision about a cup of coffee?
No, I don't think so. But on the other hand, now, maybe I will. No, I don't think so.
Oh, Viv, will you make up your mind? Do you want a cup of coffee or don't you?
Huh?
Do you want some more coffee?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I was going over my budget. Yeah, I'll have another cup of rust.
Very funny. I told you, the city's working on the pipes. That's sediment in the water.
Well, I hope so, but my teeth are beginning to squeak.
What's all that figuring you're doing?
Oh, I'm just trying to make up my mind whether to buy a new coat or not.
Well, if you can afford it, buy it.
Well, it was either pay you the rent or buy a new coat, and thanks for making up my mind.
Well, you can just forget it then and pay your rent.
Oh, okay. I guess I can wear that faded, shabby, ratty old coat for one more year.
May I remind you that that faded, shabby, ratty old coat happens to be mine?
Oh, I forgot that.
You forgot that, yeah.
Well,
Sheesh. Be careful what you throw down there now. You know how temperamental that disposal is.
Lucy, why don't you call a plumber?
Because I can't afford a plumber, that's why. Oh, what's stuck again? Oh, darn it. Get me the broom, will you?
Oh, I still don't see why you don't call a plumber. That thing never works when you want it to.
Oh.
It just goes on and off like it had a mind of its own.
Oh, don't worry. I'll fix it. That ought to do it.
There goes Old Faithful. Oh, Lucy, when are you going to call a plumber? I feel like I'm living in Yellowstone National Park.
If you would just stop throwing chicken bones in there, it wouldn't get clogged up.
Now, what would you like for me to do? Eat the bones and throw the meat in there?
I just ask you to be careful, that's all.
Okay, okay.
Hey, Phil, remember that penny you gave me last week?
Yes, I remember that penny. Me and my wild impulses.
It says right here in my coin collector's book that it's worth 50 cents.
Oh, you're kidding, really?
See here, it's a 1927 S. Lincoln penny.
Oh, Viv, he's right. That penny's worth 50 cents.
Jerry, how about splitting 50-50?
Oh, Viv.
Oh, I was only kidding.
Mom, I'm going right down to the coin dealers and sell it.
Okay, honey, but you be careful crossing Main Street.
Now that I've got 50 cents, I'll be extra careful.
Let me see that book, girl. Hey, look, there's a Lincoln penny worth $2.
Oh, there's one worth $10.
Lucy, listen to this. There's an 1877 Indian head penny worth $800.
800?
That's what I got here now. It's a penny. There's a penny.
I don't have any
penny.
change at
Let's
all.
see now. No.
Let's see.
But-
How much is this dime worth?
Dime. Dime. Just a minute. A dime. A nickel.
Let me see what
Now,
this
wait just a minute. I
quarter's
find about this nickel. No,
Let me see what the quarter's worth.
Oh.
Oh, dear, and that's all I have.
Well, that cleans me out. Oh, come on. We emptied that cookie jar 2 weeks ago.
What about your money for a rainy day?
It rained last week, remember?
Gee, well, we need a big pile of money. Then maybe we'd get lucky.
Oh, the only place you could get a big pile of money today is a bank.
Mooney!
Miss Ferguson,
Yes, Mr. Moody?
listen to what my horoscope has to say today. Planetary influences favorable. Financial gain imminent. A fine day for harmonious relationships. That sounds promising, doesn't it? Are you sure this is today's paper? Cancel my subscription.
Mr. Mooney,
No, you cannot have an advance on your allowance. No, you cannot make a withdrawal on your Christmas club account. And no, your insurance dividend has not arrived.
Mr. Mooney, we are here to make a business deal. It is surefire. It cannot miss.
Goodbye, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, just a minute. What kind of a banker are you to turn down a gilt-edged business deal without even knowing what it is?
Very well. What is it?
We want to borrow some money.
Everybody does. How much do you want?
Well, $20. We promised to pay the loan back within 24 hours.
With interest.
Yes.
With interest?
Yes.
Oh, what do you have as collateral?
Oh, how about my watch?
Mickey Mouse is one of my favorites.
I guess I put Jerry's watch on by mistake.
How about my watch? My ex-husband gave it to me for an anniversary present.
Those aren't real diamonds.
I know it. The only real thing my ex-husband ever gave me was a pain in the neck.
Well, how about the 2 watches in my compact?
Oh, you're not going to give him your good jade compact.
Oh, that isn't jade, it's brass. It just turned that color.
What else have you got? Well, let's see. Here's 3 earrings. 3 earrings.
And I got a Bowser bag with some spaghetti and meatballs. And I have a collapsible drinking cup.
And here's a jewel garter.
And here's a locket with Chris's hair. And, oh, here's Jerry's baby shoe. It's already made into a bag. Oh, and here is the medal I got for winning the broad jump in high school. Now, that certainly should be enough collateral for a $20 loan, Mr. Mooney.
I have seen better collateral in a gumball machine.
Oh, now, come on, Mr. Mooney. Give us the $20.
I'll give you the $20 if you get this junk off my desk.
Oh, marvelous.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Fine.
Step this way,
Oh,
lady.
great.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. That's mine.
What do you mean that's yours?
It is mine. I loaned it to you 2 years ago. I've been wondering where that drinking cup
Oh,
was.
for
I'll just
heaven's
take
sake,
that
I
along.
forgot about it. You know, you really thought this was jade, didn't you?
You always told it was jade. You said that's jade when
Well,
I
I
wanted to
didn't
borrow
want you
take
to
it out.
lose it.
That's my garter, and that's yours. And these are my 3 earrings.
Yeah, well, one of those earrings is mine unless you have 3 ears. Yes, yes.
Ladies,
Yes.
if you'll step this way, we'll wind up this financial folderol.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Bill, let me have $20.
Here you are.
All right. Carmichael, there's your money.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
sign for that later. Was there something else I could do for you?
We just want to change this $20 bill.
Oh, why didn't you say so? How do you want it? 1s, 5s, 10?
Pennies.
Pennies.
Yes.
2,000 pennies?
Well, yeah, if that's what it comes to.
If you're thinking of opening a bingo parlor at your house, may I point out that it's illegal?
We are not thinking of opening a bingo parlor. Now, may we please have our pennies?
Oh, yeah. Will you give me 2,000 pennies, please?
Pennies?
Yeah, 2,000 pennies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, we do, don't we,
Oh,
Bill?
I should say we do.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you very much.
Come on, why couldn't we drop it in the living room? My arm's coming right out of the socket.
No, Viv, now I want to put it on the table where we can work.
Oh, let's put it down on the floor, Lucy.
Viv, don't put it down. We won't be able to lift it up again. Come on now. I'm going to swing it up on the table. When I say 3, swing it up.
All right.
And 1, and 2, and Why did you wait until I counted to 3?
I thought I did wait.
Well, you didn't. Look at this mess. 2,000 pennies all over the kitchen.
Well, I'll clean them up, Lucy.
Oh, for heaven's
I'll clean them up.
sake.
Here, now let's see.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7, 8, 9.
Viv, it'll take
10.
forever to do it that way.
Well, I'll get a broom.
Never mind. I got a better idea. Get that bench out of the way.
Okay.
Good heavens. I thought I did what you say, three. They plug that in over there. Did I miss any, Viv?
No, sir. When it comes to finding money, we're better than the FBI.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me here. Hold on to this, it's so heavy.
Okay.
I'll pull it out up here, and then we gotta take it off. Oh.
Got it? Got it?
Can you get the bottom?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
There.
boy.
Gosh.
Oh.
Oh, Lucy, why didn't you empty the dirt out of it?
Well, for heaven's sake, I can't think of everything.
Oh, now we'll have to put them in the sink.
Well, okay. Take it easy now. We don't want another disaster. Now, when I count to three, we'll... No. Never mind. Simply... Oh!
Oh, dear. Oh, Lucy's, they're so dirty we'll never be able to read the dates on them.
Well, we'll just have to clean them, that's all.
Yeah?
I'll wash and you dry. Nice, clean money. There we are. Not cleaning those one at a time, are you? Yeah. Oh, come on, Viv. Can't you go any faster?
No, I can't go any faster.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Well, there goes Old Faithful again.
Well, don't just stand there. Do something.
Well, how about my singing a couple of choruses of pennies from heaven? Or 3 coins in a fountain?
Vivian, stop blinking. I told you, it looks awful.
I can't help it. I got all kinds of spots in front of my eyes. They all look like pennies.
I looked at just as many pennies as you did, and I'm not blinking.
Lucy, let's just turn this in and go home, huh?
Nothing doing. Now, according to the law of averages, we should find a valuable penny in the next batch.
Oh, Mr. Mooney won't even give us another batch when he finds out that the garbage disposal scalped most of those Indians.
He probably won't even look in the bag, for heaven's sake. Come on.
Uh-oh. The cash and carry girl.
Mr. Mooney, here's the $20 that we borrowed. We are returning it.
Well, that's the best news I've heard since my wife had laryngitis.
We kept our word, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, are you proud of it?
Oh, yes, yes. That's the way to keep your standing in the bank.
And our credit is still good.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, fine. Now we'd like to borrow $50.
$50? What do you have as collateral? Oh, yeah, no. Oh, no. Let's not go through that again.
Now, Mr. Mooney, we proved that we are reliable. And if we're going to get anywhere at all in our business, we cannot possibly start with less than $50.
$50 is the absolute minimum.
Yes.
I'll give you 20.
We'll take it.
How do you want the money this time?
In pennies.
Penny?
Yes.
Another 2,000 pennies? What's wrong with these?
They were dirty.
Yeah. I'm very surprised at a respectable bank giving out dirty money. Yeah.
We won't spend it around town if you'll just give us 2,000 more.
No, we won't tell anybody.
Very well. But this is the last time.
Okay.
Yeah. Jim, another sack of 2,000 pennies, please.
Pennies?
Pennies?
Lucy, honestly, I don't think I can lug a bag full of pennies home again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, maybe we could use this table. Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, what now?
Could we use an end of this table? We won't bother anybody.
Those tables are reserved for the exclusive use of our customers. Oh, heaven help me, you're a customer. Look, would you tell me why you want this $20 in pennies? Why not dimes, quarters, halves?
I can't afford it.
Well, you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer. You more, Mr. Mooney? Oh, fine.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, don't you touch that. I remember the last time. I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Here we are.
$19.44.
No.
$19.45D.
No.
Oh, Viv, can't you ever say yes?
Yeah, when the right man asked me.
$19.50. No.
No.
$19.12S. No.
Yes.
$19.40. Viv, did you say yes?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Oh, that penny's worth $16.50. $16.50. We got one.
Please, lady! Watch it! What do you think this is, a Watusi festival?
Tony, we found one.
You found one what?
A penny worth $16.50.
A penny worth $16.50?
That's right. And look, Mr. Mooney, right here there are 1,999 pennies. Now, let's see what we owe you.
Well, now, we owe him a penny for that one that we're taking.
That's right.
And we owe him 3 cents interest. That's 4 cents.
4 cents. All right, my good man. Here is a nickel. Keep the change, and thank you very much. Isn't it amazing? This is an ordinary penny, but it's worth $16.50.
Ah.
That's $8.25 apiece.
That's right. Hey, we ought to do something to celebrate. Let's eat.
Okay, we'll eat right after we exchange the penny.
Oh, no, Lucy, let's eat now. I'd like a great big banana split and a double chocolate malt, huh?
No, Viv, we'll get the $16.50 first, and then we'll eat.
No,
Now, come
Lucy, come on. Let's eat first.
on. All right, well, let our lucky penny decide. I'll flip it. And heads we exchange first, and tails we eat first.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Lucy.
Oh, hi.
Lucy! Lucy, you dropped it.
Oh!
It went down the storm drain.
Oh, no, I didn't.
It did, too. It went right down
Oh,
the
no,
storm
I
drain.
didn't.
Now, there was a penny worth $16.50.
Oh,
We'll never get it out of there.
no.
And we worked so
Viv, I
hard,
didn't.
too.
Oh,
First, we
gosh,
had to get
Viv.
that loan from Mr. Mooney.
Oh,
Then we had to
yeah.
lug all those pennies
Oh,
home.
I know, Viv, I didn't mean to drop it down.
Then we had to pick them all up off of the floor.
I know, it all we went through together.
Then we had to clean them all, and then we got them stuck in the
Cleaning them all
garbage disposal.
Oh, for
We went
heaven's
through
sake.
that whole thing, and now you got
I
to
know
drop
it,
the
Viv,
penny.
I know. I'm sorry. Ah.
What's the matter, lady?
I lost my penny.
Did she say she lost her penny?
That's exactly what she said.
Well, that's the first time in my life I've ever seen a grown woman cry over a lost penny.
Stick around, you're going to see 2 of us bawl, because half of that penny was mine.
Lady.
What?
Lady. If you stop crying, I'll give you a dime.
I
Now, you see what happened? I wanted to eat first. Now, if you'd have gone with me to eat first instead of flipping that penny up in the air. Lucy, I see it.
Where?
It's right down there.
Where?
Right down there by a gum wrapper. Now, you
Oh,
see,
really?
there's a silver gum wrapper, see?
Where?
Then there's
Where?
Right down there. See over there by that gum wrapper?
Yeah.
See right there? See the silver one?
Oh,
right
yeah.
by the red one down there.
Yeah, I
See?
see
It's right
it.
in between. Put your hand down
Yeah,
there
I
and see if
see
you
it.
can get it.
I don't know if
Can
I
you
can
reach
reach
it?
it or not.
Come on, try. Let me stretch your arm, huh?
What do you think I am, a gorilla?
Oh, come on, Lucy, try.
Okay.
All right, folks, come on, break it up.
I don't know if I can reach it, Viv.
Come on, break it up.
If
Move
I
on.
could keep my
Move on,
eyes,
everybody.
if I could point to where it is,
Okay,
see?
well, I can still see it, Viv. I just can't.
Hey, you!
I just can't reach it.
You,
That's all.
down there.
Somebody talk.
Oh, no, it's you two again?
Well, I lost my...
Yeah, I know, lady. You lost your penny.
Yes.
Have you two been hitting the happy sauce?
Officer, we have not been drinking. Come on, Lucy, we don't have to stay here and be insulted.
No, we certainly do not.
May I remind you that it's people like us who pay your salary?
And don't you forget it. Happy sauce. Just because we happen to be lying in the gutter.
I just hope it works.
Oh, nobody's paying any attention to us. We look like workmen, don't we?
With manicures?
Put your glove on.
Oh, my glove.
Yeah, come on, let's get going.
Well, one of us has got to go down there.
Yeah? Hey, looks like I'm elected.
Fine, okay.
You still see it?
Yeah, it's still there. Now, you know right where it is now, Lucy.
Yeah, I can see
Now,
it.
hurry up now, because I'm getting nervous.
You're nervous. I'm afraid I'm going to get the bends.
Oh, okay, you ready?
Yeah, you hold on to me.
Sure. I'll get your feet.
Well, hiya, fellas. What's up?
Hello there. Hi there, officer.
Hi, officer.
Well,
We're just fixing this place down here, just a usual checkup, you know.
oh, I see. Well, I hope you don't tie up traffic too long.
Oh, no, it would take no longer than usual.
Oh, we're anxious to get home to wife and kids.
Oh. Okay, fellas.
Oh, that was a close one. Get started again. Now, I'll get your feet. And I'll reel you out. All right. All right?
Yeah.
Can you see anything?
No, it's too dark.
What?
It's dark in here.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I'm out here.
I can't see anything. Give me the flashlight.
The flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucy, where'd you go?
I'm over here.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Viv, I got the penny, Viv. Viv? 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 Oh, Viv? Viv?
Lucy, where are you, Lucy? Lucy, are you there? Lucy, I can't find you. Lucy? Lucy? Oh.
Will you two dames stop playing tag? One more time and I'll have you both arrested.
What are we going to do now?
Don't worry, I got the penny.
You got the penny?
Yeah.
Bring it over here. Let me hold it now, because you always drop it.
What's the matter? What's the matter with you? What's the matter?
What'd
you do with the penny?
The penny, don't you?
Did you drop it?
Yes, I dropped it again.
What's the matter, fellas?
I lost my penny. Viv, I just know Mr. Perkins is going to fire me.
Now, Lucy, you're just imagining things.
Well, I'm not imagining that I'm the only one of the whole group that hasn't sold a single vacuum cleaner. And I don't know why I haven't sold one. I called on some pretty dirty people.
You just weren't cut out to be a sales lady.
Well, I know I can do it, Viv. I'm beginning to get the hang of it. It just isn't fair to get fired without really having been given a chance.
Oh, now,
Good morning,
Good
ladies.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've just finished checking over your sales reports. And I must say that as a group, Most of you ladies have done remarkably well during your first week of selling. But unfortunately, in every barrel, there's always one rotten apple. Well, this company has no room for failures. There should be no difficulty in selling our product. For without a doubt, it is the finest lightweight vacuum cleaner in the world. And we can all take pride in Handy Dandy, the vacuum cleaner. So just get out there and sell, sell, sell. Good day and good luck.
Yes, sir. Good day.
Mrs. Carmichael, I want to talk to you.
I quit. Oh. Stop
Mrs.
that.
Carmichael, maybe it's just as well, because frankly, I don't think you were intended for a career in selling.
But, Mr. Perkins, I never really had a chance. You know, you gave me the worst territory in town.
Oh, please, please, please. Maybe there's something wrong with your sales technique. Show me how you approach a customer.
What?
Well, pretend Mrs. Bagley's a customer and you're trying to make a sale.
Oh, I couldn't sell her anything.
Well, try.
Well, all right. I'll try to sell it. You can stand over there.
All right.
What's that?
Well, that's a buzzer. I gotta ring the doorbell before I get in.
You're already inside. Start selling.
All right, yes, sir. How do you do, madam? I represent the...
If that's a vacuum cleaner you're trying to sell me, I don't want one.
She's fighting me! You see, Mr. Perkins, everybody says the same thing.
I only want to
Mrs.
show you
Bagley,
that you have to
please,
keep on
give
selling.
her a chance to
Because
show you
somebody
the
does
product.
not want.
Let her demonstrate
Give
it.
me a chance,
All
Vivian.
right, go ahead.
All right. Madam, I have here the handy-dandy, lightweight vacuum cleaner. Now, pardon me. Now, I want you to notice, madam, how quiet it is. And I want you to notice how light this attachment is, and you can do anything with it. It vacuums rugs, and it cleans drapes, and it shampoos the furniture, and Mr. Perkins, what's the other thing that it does?
Mrs. Carmichael, it's right here in the sales brochure. It's all you have to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mind. I'll do it myself.
I can read that.
Please.
Well, just let me talk to you a minute. Turn that thing off. Turn it off. Would it be all right if I take her along with me today and show her how a real sales lady works?
Do anything you want, but get her out of here. Oh, you'd better sell one or you're through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I heard what he said.
Yes, I heard what he said.
Now you're going to go right along with me and watch a real pro at work. With my help, maybe.
Oh,
you
what
can
do you
get a-
mean with your help? How many vacuum cleaners have you sold altogether? One. And if Mr. Perkins found out how you sold that one, you wouldn't be such a pro. Suppose I told him that last night when you were practicing your sales pitch on me, I was such a pushover, I bought it. I know where I can make a sale, too.
Where?
Mrs. Mooney. Her husband's a banker. He can afford it.
That's a marvelous idea. I'll go along with you.
Oh, no, you won't. I thought of it first.
Now he said we were supposed to work as partners.
Well, we will, but after I sell Mrs. Mooney. Now, you can come with me, but wait in the car.
Yes, Jim, I bought the stamp. It's a beauty, a 1918 upside-down airmail. Yeah, it isn't canceled. It's in perfect condition. Cost me $3,000, but it was worth it. Yeah. Come in. Come. I haven't seen one of these for a long... What's that, Jim? Oh, no, I don't think so. No,
Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, no.
Is Mrs. Mooney at home?
No, and neither am I. Goodbye.
How would you like to surprise your wife with a wonderful gift?
Why should I? She doesn't have anything on me.
I have here the greatest little vacuum cleaner in the whole country.
Bully for you. Mrs. Carmichael, I am talking on the phone. If you don't...
Well, you just finish
Hello?
your conversation while I get the machine ready for a demonstration.
Don't bother. Hello,
No
Jim.
bother. I'll just plug it in.
That's a faulty plug. If you plug it in there, you'll get a shock and you'll...
What?
Nothing. Go ahead and plug it in. Never works when you want it to. Jim, I'd better call you back. There's been an interruption here. Yeah.
Now, I want to show you a great feature of this machine, Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, please. I'm talking on the phone.
Well, you just keep right on talking. I want to show you how quietly this machine runs.
Look, Jim, I'll tell you what
Now,
I'll
you
do.
see?
I'll
you just
talk
keep
to you
right on
later on.
talking,
Yeah.
and you
No.
won't notice a single thing.
Get out.
No, now look. Another good feature of this vacuum cleaner, Miss.
Get out!
Let her go. But I haven't finished my sales talk yet.
Get out!
Well, Mr. Moore, you don't have to get so mad. I'm only trying to make a living. I have to live, don't I?
Why? Get out with that thing! Take it out! Get out! Don't get... Come on! Hello, Jim. Jim? Oh. My stamp? My upside down, my $3,000 stamp. The vacuum cleaner!
Pardon me, madam. Our car broke down. Could we use your phone, please?
Oh, certainly. I'll show you where the phone is in just a minute. I just want to turn off my oven.
Now, I'm going to show you a smooth sales approach. You just stick around and learn something.
I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to burn my cake.
That's perfectly all right. I'll bet you're a wonderful cook. Most beautiful women are.
Thank you. If you'll follow me, I'll show you where the phone is.
Thank you. Get your vacuum.
Ladies, the phone is right in... What's that? Are you selling vacuum cleaners?
What makes you think that?
Well, now, as a matter of fact, we are selling vacuum cleaners, Mrs.
Mrs. White, and I don't need a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, I can see you don't need a vacuum cleaner. I don't think I've ever seen a home quite as spotless and beautiful as yours is. And this rug, oh, my gracious, this rug must just sparkle when it's been vacuumed.
But I just vacuumed it. I just vacuumed it this morning.
Well, now, that just goes to show you how inadequate an ordinary vacuum cleaner is. Of course, if you had used our little handy-dandy vacuum cleaner, it wouldn't look this way.
Oh, is there a difference?
Oh, my good woman, just let me show you the difference. Now, my assistant will demonstrate. Mrs. Carmichael, plug in your vacuum and clean Mrs. White's rug for her. And then I want you to go upstairs, and I want you to demoth all the closets, and I want you to clean all the woodwork, all the Venetian blinds, and then polish the floors.
Yes, Sergeant.
Now, shall we just sit down and watch?
Love to.
The den and the bathroom. You want me to start on the garage now?
Good girl. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Master. That's my ambition in life, to make you proud of me.
Well, here we are. And nice, fresh batch of cookies.
Oh, thank
And now, Mrs. White, I'd like to show you how much dirt this little vacuum picked up. May I use this piece of paper?
By all means.
Thank you very much. We'll just, oh, for goodness sake. Oh, there we go. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, bring the dirt over here to me. Dump it. There you are.
My goodness, that's amazing. Well, I certainly am impressed with your vacuum cleaner, and I'm going to buy one.
That's a very wise decision, Mrs. White. I'll just write up your order.
Oh, thank you. But my brother-in-law's in the appliance business, and I can get it wholesale.
Don't put it away. Eat it.
I'm sorry about not buying the vacuum from you girls, but you understand.
Don't
With my
apologize, Mrs. White. Would you mind stepping out here with me?
Why?
I don't want to see any blood spilled on the rug I just cleaned. Good day, madam.
Thanks for the demonstration.
Oh, that's all right.
And you forgot the dirt.
You can keep it. It's on the house.
Well, a perfectly good airmail stamp. Junior,
Yes, Mom?
when you go out, I want you to mail this letter that's on the desk.
Okay. Oh, boy, you and your salesmanship.
My assistant will do everything. Demoth, polish.
I've been looking all over the neighborhood for you. Oh, thank goodness you still have it. Give it to me.
No. When I tried to sell it to you a little while ago, you gave me a pretty rough time. Now I'm not so sure I want to sell it to you.
No, I don't want your machine. I just want your dirt.
My dirt? What are you going to do with my dirt?
Well, you see, I'm a collector, and
You're a dirt collector?
Oh, give it to me, please. Thank heaven you didn't sell it to anybody. You don't know what this means to me.
Now, Viv, that's salesmanship. I got him on his knees begging me to sell it to him.
All right. Where is it?
Where's what?
My 1918 upside-down airplane.
It's my luck. I finally got a customer, and he's a fruitcake. You better go home, honey. Lie down. You need a rest.
Look, let me explain. When you were at my home, I had an airmail stamp on my desk, and your vacuum picked it up, and I've got to get that airmail stamp back.
Boy, he really is a tightwad. I'll give you the 8 cents.
That stamp is worth $3,000.
$3,000.
Oh, well, what were you mailing, an elephant?
Mrs. Carmichael, that's a very rare stamp.
All right, Mr. Mooney. Now, don't worry. If it was picked up by the vacuum, it'll still be in there because we haven't emptied it out. We did empty it out.
Oh, it must be in that pile of dirt back at Mrs. White's house.
Yes, it's at Mrs. White's house.
Well, it better be there, because if it isn't, I'm going to have a stuffed redhead in my trophy room.
Don't worry.
Why shouldn't I
Hey, Mom, is this blue envelope the one you wanted me to mail?
Yes, dear.
Okay.
Sonny, is your mother home?
Yeah, she's inside. Hey, Ma, there are a bunch of people out here to see you.
Yes, what can I... Oh, it's you again.
Madam, where do you keep your dirt?
My what?
Your dirt. The dirt we emptied out of the vacuum cleaner when we cleaned your house.
I burned that in the incinerator.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Did you really burn it? Are you sure? There was a stamp in there, and if you burned
the
it...
stamp. Oh, no, I didn't burn the stamp.
You didn't?
No, I found it on the floor. And
Oh,
I
thank
and...
goodness! Can I please have it?
Well, you can if you can beat Junior to the mailbox.
What?
Well, I put a stamp on it, and he's mailing.
We gotta beat the kid to the mailbox.
Couldn't you sell something soft?
I'm sorry. what you just did. You crawl right in there and get that letter back. Get in there and get that letter back. Come back here.
Oh, Lucy.
Oh.
Did you get the letter?
No, we were too late. The kid dropped it in.
Oh, no. Oh, my stamp.
Don't worry,
What are you
Mr.
gonna
Mooney. I'll get it back.
Oh.
Now, Lucy.
Well, maybe the letter's stuck in the slot.
You can't do that. You can get arrested for a thing like that.
I got it.
You got it?
You got it, good girl. Give it to
What?
me.
All
Hand
right.
it
What? Hold it now. Huh?
Here we are.
Come on.
What?
Oh, Viv. What? My arm is stuck. I can't get my arm out.
Let me help you. I'll get it
Be
out.
careful now.
All right, now just don't care.
Careful,
All right,
Viv.
there.
Ow! Oh, fine thing. Now you made me drop the letter.
I made her.
My stamp has gone down in there.
Never mind about the stamp, Mr. Mooney. What'll they say if they catch me with my arm in the mailbox?
Well, you'll know in just a minute, because here comes a postman.
Oh, don't let him see me like this, Viv. Get around here. Cover me up.
Oh, all right.
Excuse me, lady, but I've got to get the mail out of that mailbox.
What mailbox?
That mailbox.
Oh, this mailbox.
Look, would you mind stepping aside?
Well, I'd really...
Thank you. Now,
You
You two, lady, would you please step aside?
Well, I'd love to, but I'm afraid you're going to have to work around me.
Please, lady, don't give me any trouble. What's your arm doing in a mailbox?
Well, now, I want to talk to you about that. You see, I was mailing a letter, and it snapped at me.
I can explain this. You see, there was a letter dropped in there by mistake. It had a rare stamp on it, and I want it back.
Well, you're not going to get it back like that. Once something's in that mailbox, it's the property of the U.S. government.
You mean I got to go to Washington to get my arm back?
I'll get your arm back for you.
How are you going to do that?
Just
What are you going to do?
Oh.
Got it?
Oh. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
All right, now you two just run along, please.
Mr. Postman, there's just one letter that I want to get my hands on.
I'm sorry, no tampering with the mail.
Oh, but I insist that you give me that letter. I insist.
Look, mister, I got my own problems. I got bunions on my feet, my shoulder is sore, and there's a dog on my route that keeps biting me.
Oh, well, maybe if I made it worth your while, you might...
Are you trying to bribe me?
Heavens, no.
I got it! The blue envelope!
Don't touch the mail!
My stamp!
Don't touch the mail! Now, if you want this back, you'll have to go down to the post office and talk to the postmaster.
Oh, all right. Come on, you two. I'll need you to verify my story. Come on. Are you the postmaster?
Oh, yeah. Are you the man that we have to see to get a letter back?
Yes, you see, we posted it by mistake. We want to get it back.
Oh, well, then we'll have to fill out a form. I'll need some pertinent information.
All right, what do you want to know?
I need to know the name of the party to whom the letter was addressed, the state, city, and zip code numbers.
I don't know.
Didn't you write the letter?
No.
Did you write the letter?
No.
Then you wrote the letter.
3 strikes, you're out.
Wait a minute, doesn't this letter belong to any one of you?
Well, no, but I can explain the whole thing. You see, I was selling him a vacuum cleaner, and it made a lot of noise, so we went over to Mrs. White's, and her brother-in-law sells appliances. So then Mr. Mooney told us that he collects dirt, and he'd lost his upside-down airplane, and Mrs. White's son mailed it in a blue envelope, so you've just got to get it for us.
Lady, we don't mind the snow or the rain or the sleet. It's those kooks like you that drive us nuts.
What she's really trying to say is that it's really Mrs. White's envelope, but the stamp belongs to him.
Yes.
That's right, and I've got to get it back.
Yes.
Now, if Mrs. White comes down and identifies her letter, we'll be only too happy to give it to her.
Well, I'll go and get Mrs. White and bring her back here.
Yeah.
Where was it that she lived again?
I'll go right with you.
Yeah, we'll go with you.
No. You wait here. You wait here. You look
Why?
for that letter. You look for that letter and get that stamp before they cancel it.
But how am I going to get it?
Well, use your head. Oh, that'll never do it.
Very nice thing to say,
You
Mr.
just
Mooney.
get that stamp back or it's going to cost you $3,000.
Why should it
No,
cost me
3,000.
$3,000? for a postman who has a letter with a stamp that I've got to get.
Excuse me, lady.
That's all right. The reason that I'm waiting is that if the stamp gets canceled, it would cost me a fortune. See, I don't want the letter. All I want is the stamp.
Excuse me, lady.
That's all right. Hey, it's you! Where are the letters?
Lady, let go of my car.
Where are the letters?
I dumped them over there.
Hey, don't touch that mail, lady.
But these are the letters that I have to look
Out,
at.
lady.
No, that's the postman that
Out, lady.
You don't understand.
Don't
That's
touch
the postman.
those letters.
But
Out.
that's the postman that has the letter that I have to get. You don't understand how
I
important
said
it is.
out.
But I've got to get that letter.
Out.
You don't understand.
Out.
I'm in $3,000 worth of trouble.
I said out. Hey, Sid.
Yeah?
Come in here, will you?
All right.
This is all out of time.
I'll get it out right away.
We got Mrs. White. She's here. She'll identify the letter. But now, where's my note?
She's got it.
She got it! She got it! Oh, bless her heart! She got it! Oh, I knew she did. I'll spin it.
Oh, good
My
girl.
stamp. Oh, bless you.
Oh, girl, my feet are just killing me. I never saw such crowds at a bargain sale.
Yeah, but it was worth it. We got some great bargains.
Yes, we did.
Table for two, please.
Just be a moment. You can stand over there.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, we make a great team at a bargain sale. Thanks for running interference for me so I could get that last pair of 39-cent stockings.
Well, that was the least I could do after what you did for me in the lingerie department. Here's a check. Come on. Put your stuff down there. Oh, Viv, look, there's a big sale at Bigelow's.
How'd we happen to miss that?
Look at that, dentures, $4.98.
Dentures, $4.98.
Yeah, they're made in Japan. Gee, it's too bad we don't need some.
Why don't you buy them for your old age?
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Do you mind if we join you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mrs. Carmichael, please. Oh, don't.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Gee, that's a pretty gift. Is it for someone?
Well, yes, but it isn't a gift. It's a Bowser bag. Yes, I'm having some bones.
gift wrapped for my dog.
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Oh, dear.
Yes, ladies?
Oh, just 2 cups of tea, please.
Yes, ma'am.
There you are.
There we are.
Oh.
Well, are we all settled?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, nice, nice. Do you mind if I go back to my lunch?
No, please do.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. We're just going to have some tea and then get right back to the bargain counters.
What is in this package?
Oh, those are my fancy garters.
Well, your fancy garters are on top of my liver.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
That's too bad.
Gee, I didn't see that, Mr. Mooney. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, this good. Tastes good.
Ooh, I'll say it is.
Ah. Hey.
My, that package is beautifully wrapped.
It certainly is.
Who's it for?
Yeah, who's it for?
Well, if you must know, it's for my wife. It's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, isn't that nice? You didn't forget your wife's birthday.
How could I? She's been reminding me of it every day for the past 6 weeks.
What did you get her?
Yeah, what'd you get her?
Well, it's something that she's been wanting for a long time.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, it's a simply lovely Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, it's supposed to be a surprise, and it would no longer be a surprise if I told you to. You'd blab it all over town.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, we would not. Come on now, you can tell us.
Yeah, you can tell us. It won't go any further.
It won't go any further.
I know it won't, because I'm not going to tell you.
Well, if you feel like that, don't tell us.
No.
Oh, Vivian, it's almost 2 o'clock. We got to get back to the battlefront.
Okay.
Gee, I'm sorry, Mr. Mooney, but we're going to have to go.
Oh, you're just saying that to make me feel good.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
So you are. Allow me.
You're a funny boy.
I got it.
Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter?
Mrs. Mooney just drove up. She mustn't see this. It's a surprise. She can't see it until tomorrow morning.
Oh, give it to me.
What?
Give it to
you?
me. Yeah, I'll pretend it's mine.
Oh, all right. All right. Now, I'll pick it up later.
Okay.
And I'll take care of your check.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mooney. Bye-bye.
Mr. Carmichael.
What?
I know how nosy you are. So promise me you will not open that package.
Mr. Mooney, I give you my word of honor, I will not open this package. Let's go by the doctor's and have it x-rayed. No. All right, come on.
Bargain sale. I'm black and blue.
Well, a good bargain is worth a bruise or two. Viv, you better take off Mr. Mooney's package. I can't get these down.
Just a minute.
Ugh. Whew. Here we are.
Here.
I'd sure like to know what's in here. I'd give anything to know what he bought her. I think I'll open it.
Now, Lucy, you promised not to open that.
Well, you didn't promise. You open it.
No.
Aren't you curious?
It really doesn't make any difference to me one way or the other.
It's kind of heavy. Viv, it's ticking. Mr. Mooney bought his wife a time bomb.
That's your wristwatch you hear.
Oh. Well, the way he talks about it, you never know.
Now, you put that down and just forget it. That is none of your business.
I guess you're right. None of my business. Mr. Mooney wants to buy his wife a present. I guess that's just strictly between the two of them. Nobody else really has any right to know what's in it. Except me! I just gotta open it, Vivian.
If you do, you'll hate yourself in the morning.
If I don't, I'll hate myself all night because I won't sleep a wink.
Now, control yourself.
I can't, Viv. I can't.
Oh, honestly, you ought to join Package Openers Anonymous.
Please, Viv, please.
No,
Please, just
no,
let me have a little
I am not going to let you open that.
Please.
You promised that you
Please,
wouldn't.
Viv. Now look what you did.
Me? You did that.
broken.
Well, now you're going to have to open it because we're going to have to see what it is because we're going to have to get another one like it.
Well, good. I at least get to see what it is.
Oh, honest to goodness, Lucille. You are the limit. What's the matter?
What is it?
A ceramic jigsaw puzzle.
Vivian, what are we gonna do?
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get a bottle of glue and we'll glue it all back together again. Then as soon as we see what it is, we'll go and get another one just like it.
Vivian, you are a genius.
Compared to you, yes, I am. I'll go get a bottle of glue and I'll start sorting out all these pieces.
You're gonna sort them out and then you're gonna put them all together.
What do you think?
What is it?
Well, it looks like a rhinoceros wrestling a parrot.
Please, Viv, no jokes, huh? Now, where are we gonna find another one of these if we don't know what it is?
Lucy, you got me.
Oh, Viv, I'm in such trouble. What am I gonna do?
Well, now, there are two things you can do. You can tell Mr. Mooney the truth.
Yeah, I could do that.
Or you can lie to him.
I like that better. Yeah, I think I'll just have to tell him that... Oh, no. No, I can't lie to him. I can't lie to him. I'm just going to have to ask him where we got this thing, and I'm just going to have to go out and get another one just like it.
Okay, if you want to do it the hard way.
Well, I'll be able to worm it out of him. I can be very subtle, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Carmine.
Get that thing out of here. Yeah, hurry up. Oh, boy. Hurry up. Oh, wait till I get all the pieces. Oh, the box. Just a minute. Just a minute. Oh, Mr. Mooney, what a pleasant surprise.
Mrs. Carmichael, why did you...
How long have you been out there? I didn't hear the bell.
You didn't hear the bell? You just slammed the door in my face.
Oh, was that you? I thought it was a salesman.
Look, I stopped by.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. Now, let me have your hat.
Oh, no. I stopped by to get that gift
Yes,
for my
I
wife.
know.
Let me have it, please.
No, now, the gift you'll get, yes, but let's just sit down, have a hot cup of tea, and talk for a little while.
I don't have time. I have to be at a Chamber of Commerce meeting in 15 minutes. The gift, please. Huh?
Yes, the gift. You know, Mr. Mooney, it is so beautifully wrapped. I'll bet that it is a very expensive,
Yes, it is.
I'll bet your wife will love it. Any woman would love to have one of those.
Yes, and it happens to be the prettiest one of those that I could find.
Well, where did you find it?
Lucy,
Yeah?
can I see you for just a minute?
Yes, now you sit down, Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, the gift, please.
Yes, I'm in a hurry. Yes.
Did you find out what it is?
No.
Well, did you find out where he got it?
No. He just said he wants it, and he wants it right now.
Okay, then give it to him. I rewrapped it and it looks just as good as new.
Looks as good as new on the outside, but not on the inside. We can't give him this broken mess.
Oh, yes, we can. Is it our fault if he was clumsy and dropped it?
He didn't drop it. We did.
Well, he could drop it with just a little help.
Oh, yeah. And we're just the kids that can help him.
I thought you'd never catch on. Come on.
Here's your gift, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, thank you. Let me have it, please.
Sure.
Mrs. Carmichael,
This is breakable.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Mooney. I don't know what came over me. It was a stupid thing to do. Oh, look at the bow. It's coming off now. Let me have it now.
The bow is perfectly all right. I'll take it home.
No, now,
fix it
Mr.
myself.
Mooney, I insist on fixing the bow.
Don't do you let me have it. It's all right.
All right.
Let me have it. Excuse me. What are you doing down there?
Yes, Viv, what are you doing down there? For heaven's sake, get up.
Well,
Get up. Now, let me take it and fix that bow. The bow is really
bow looks
falling
lovely.
off.
Really,
Mr.
it looks
Mooney,
lovely. Why do you want to take
Now,
that
I
away?
fixed it before you.
I just want to take the present
I
home
know,
to my
but you
wife,
would wanna
that's
take
all.
that to Irma
Why are
with
you
the
grabbing it
bow
all the time?
like that.
It looks lovely. I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, all right, fine. Thank you very much. That's
There you
delightful.
are.
Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's all sticky on the bottom.
Oh, I accidentally spilled all that glue. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Here, I'll wipe it off. Oh, isn't that too bad?
Now I'll have to have it rewrapped at McCullough's.
McCullough's? We're going to McCullough's. We're going to do some shopping there. We'll have it rewrapped for you. Don't you worry about
now
it.
you go right along and do what you have to do,
Yes.
and you come back later and we'll have that
Yes.
all rewrapped.
Come back
Don't you
later?
worry. Yes, don't you worry now.
Goodbye.
Why do these things always happen to me? Why me? I lead a good life. I'm a moral. I give to charity. I'm kind and considerate to I'm kind to dumb animals. Somebody up there hates me.
Mr. Mooney,
Don't touch me! I'd rather be stuck to this door forever than stuck to either one of you for 10 seconds.
Oh, Lucy, look at the figures. Where do we start?
I don't know. It could be any one of these things.
Lucy, you think this could be it?
Well, it could be. It's the same color.
Uh-huh.
But ours doesn't have a dimple.
Maybe it's one of those pieces left over.
Good afternoon, ladies. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask you something. If you broke that and glued it back together again, would it look anything like this?
What is that?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah, do you know Mr. Mooney, the bank president?
Mr. Mooney? Oh, yes, a very good customer.
Well, he was in here this morning, and he bought something for his wife, and we've got to get another one just like it.
Let me see now. Oh, I remember.
Good.
A ceramic cat.
Mr. Gould.
Yes. Oh, pardon me.
This lady just bought that. He bought this for his wife.
Boy, he must really hate her.
Oh, boy. We'd like to buy that, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just sold it to that lady.
Oh,
Oh, well, then we'd like to have one just like it.
yes.
I'm sorry. We're all out.
Well, do you know where I might find one? Has anybody else got them?
Oh, Bigelow's had one in their window.
Bigelow's had them? Oh,
It may
thanks a lot.
still be there.
Yeah, well, hurry up.
Oh, Lucy, come look at this mechanical man.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
You suppose he really is a robot or a man?
He looks like a zombie, so mechanical. No brains, no personality.
He's still an improvement over my ex-husband.
Oh, come on. Let's get the cat. It's closed. Oh, you and your mechanical man.
Oh, Lucy, I'm sorry. I didn't
For
think about it
heaven's
being
sake.
closed.
What are we gonna do? Oh, for heaven's sake.
Just what are you girls doing?
We were just locking up. We work here.
Oh, yeah, it's been an awful day. I'm exhausted, Lucy. Let's go home, huh?
Yeah, I'm tired, yeah.
Good night, officer.
Yeah, it's
Good
locked.
night.
Good night, officer.
Now, what are you coming back for? You can't get in tonight. We'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. Mr. Mooney's picking it up tonight. Maybe there's somebody still in there. Open up. Please open up. Oh, dear. Hey, Viv, you see what I see?
What do you see?
An open transom.
Now, Lucille, you can't go in there and steal that cat.
I'm not going in there and steal anything. If I can get that cat out of that window, I'll leave a note and I'll leave the money.
But we might get caught in there. What would happen if somebody came and caught us?
Stop talking and give me a boost.
Oh, Lucy, I think...
Give me a boost. There, now. Wait till I get this foot here, and then you give me a boost.
Where do you want me to...
Right there. Get over near the building.
Well, wait just a minute, girl. Boy. Okay? Are you all right?
So if I can get up here.
Can I help you
Yeah,
anymore?
just watch for the policeman.
Okay?
Yeah.
Lucy, here he comes. Hello there, officer.
You still here?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my lift.
Oh, where's your friend?
She already got her lift.
Well, I hope you're
Good night, officer.
Good night. Sure you wouldn't like me to wait with you?
Oh, no, officer, you don't have to wait with me.
All right, if you're sure of that.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure. I'm not afraid of anything. Good night.
Maybe I should call you a taxi.
Oh, no, don't bother to call me a taxi. I'm perfectly all right.
Well, I better stick around here. You know, you never can tell in this neighborhood.
You gonna stick around? Well...
Something?
Oh, it was that mechanical man in the window. I think he sort of made a noise.
Yeah, that's a pretty good gimmick they got there, you know?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
They sure do look real, don't they?
Yeah, I guess they do. I never could tell the difference, you know. looks real, but that redhead, there could never be a human being with that color hair.
Lucy, what are you doing in there? Come on out. Oh, you can stop that mechanical bit now.
I like it. It is fun.
Come on now, Lucy. How do you think it looks, huh?
I think it looks beautiful. I really do. Oh, that's probably Mr. Mooney. You just finished in time.
Okay.
Did you get my gift wrap?
Yes, there it is.
Oh, it looks lovely. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Wish Irma happy birthday.
Oh, we did it. Oh.
Mr. Mooney, you didn't.
In 1,000 pieces.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, my God. It's all broken. How can I take it?
Boy, you certainly see a lot of funny-looking characters in Las Vegas, huh?
You certainly do. Lucy, get me some more postcards, will you?
Are you out of those already?
Just about.
How many of these things are you sending anyway?
Oh, what's the difference? They're free. And I want all of our friends back in Danfield to have a picture of this beautiful hotel.
Yeah, it sure is beautiful. This is really living, huh?
Good afternoon, ladies.
Oh, good afternoon.
Care for some tea and cookies?
Oh, I'd love some.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, tea and-
There you are.
Thank you. Gee, isn't that nice, serving tea in the lobby?
Uh-huh. And how about the coffee and that Danish pastry they served us this morning?
Yeah. Just wonderful the way they wait on us hand and foot.
Mm-hmm. I told you this was one of the nicest hotels in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I sure wish we were living here instead of that crummy motel down the street.
If they hear you, they'll take all this food away from us.
Well, I just think Bigelow's department store could at least have put us up at a decent hotel.
Oh, now stop complaining. You won a weekend for two in Las Vegas from them, so let's enjoy it.
Yeah, I just think they could have planned it better, that's all. After all, I was the 1 millionth customer to walk through their door.
You just be happy they didn't find out that you walked through that door to return something.
I think they should have given me a cash prize, too. What do you think of that?
Oh, now, they did give you that evening wardrobe. And say, may I say, I'm very glad that you decided to keep that kooky green outfit and give me the pink one.
What do you mean, kooky?
It's kooky.
It's a little high style.
Well, I'm just thankful you gave me the pink one.
Well, what difference does it make? We can't wear them anyplace. We haven't got any money to see any of the shows.
Will you stop complaining? We got to hear Frank Sinatra last night.
Oh, sure, through the air conditioning in the powder room.
Well, he came over very good, didn't he?
Viv. How much money do we have?
You mean besides our eating money and our bus fare to the airport?
Yeah.
We have $5.50.
Good. With a little luck, we may have enough money to see every show in town.
Ow.
Maybe I can take that $5 and get lucky at the dice table.
Oh, you don't know anything about playing dice.
Yes, I do. I have been studying this little book here.
Yeah?
How to Gamble in Las Vegas. Yeah? Do you know that you get 30 to 1 if you bet on boxcars and win?
What are boxcars?
6 2s. Is it 2 6s? Yeah, it's 2 6s, yeah. See, this book has all the gambling expressions and systems for beating all those gambling games in there. Yeah, listen to this. The biggest benefits are derived by those who have the courage to let it ride.
On the boxcars?
No. Give me the $5.
I will not. Over my dead body will I give you that $5.
Why not?
Because I'm going to give that to Mr. Krause to invest in our future.
Who's Mr. Krause?
Our butcher. I buy our sweepstakes tickets from him.
Oh. Well, how about the 50 cents that's left over? Maybe I could get lucky with that.
Oh, how much could you win with 50 cents?
Well, this book also has a system for beating the slot machines. Now, listen to this. Las Vegas slot machines are geared to give the player at least a 90% return for his money. An alert player can watch a machine being played, and after 9 or 10 plays without a hit, the player can be reasonably sure that a payoff is due.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come on, I'll show you what I mean.
Lucy, how much could we win back with our 50 cents?
If we hit a jackpot on that machine, we can win $50.
We can.
Come on. Oh, do you mind if we watch?
We thought maybe we might be able to bring you a little luck.
I can use it. I've had 8 loses in a row.
Good. Heavens.
Well, here goes my last $50.
Well, good luck. I sure hope you win something this time.
Oh, another lemon. I've got to go and get some more change.
Oh. Quick, give it to me before he gets back.
Now, listen.
Yeah?
Let me close my eyes to bring you luck before you put it in, huh?
Okay.
Here I go.
All right.
Ready? Go. Here I go.
Oh, no.
You won! Lucy, you won! Lucy, what happened?
It dropped on the floor.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
You lost our 50 cents.
I couldn't help dropping it.
Well, it really serves you right. Cheaters never prosper.
Well, anyway, the machine paid off like the book said.
Well, there goes all those shows we were going to see. Honestly, I don't know why we even bothered to pack that evening wardrobe.
Oh.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon.
Why, he's handsome. Who do you suppose he is?
I think he's one of the bosses.
Oh, I wish he were my boss.
Yes, Mr. Cardenas, what is it?
Oh, Dick, I've got a big gambler coming in town. Now, we really want to roll out the red carpet for him.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what you do. You give him our best suite, call around town, get the best ringside tables for all the shows, and you better have a chauffeur-driven limousine at his disposal.
Yes,
you got
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
And listen, don't forget, everything is on the house.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that? When a big gambler comes to town, they roll out the red carpet for him. They've got him reservations at every show in town. It's not costing him a cent.
Them that has gets.
Yeah, you know what?
What?
We're gonna act like we has till we gets.
Now, what do you mean by that?
We're going back to our motel, and I'm gonna study this book on gambling. Because tonight, I'm going to be walking on that red carpet they roll out for the big gamblers. And we're going to see every show in town.
We are?
Yeah, come on.
They're coming out now. Put them down. Hiya, boss.
How's it going?
It's kind of slow.
Hey, boss, here comes a couple of live ones.
Fabulous, darling. Simply fabulous. Dear, let me have $1,000 worth of chips, please.
No, Pamela.
Oh, Penelope, darling.
Now, dear, remember what happened at Monte Carlo.
But only $1,000, darling.
Oh,
Please.
Pamela, dear, it's always only $1,000. Then it's only $20,000. Then $40,000. Then $50,000.
Oh, you're such a sticky wicket. May I have $1,000, please?
Pamela, you know that gambling is a disease with you.
One teensy-weensy $1,000 bet, darling.
The most that you can bet at one time is the house limit.
The house limit?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that, pray tell?
$100.
Only $100. Is this a gambling casino or a sewing circle? Sheila, dear, please give me $1,000.
Please don't give it to her. Don't give it to her.
Penny.
Oh, now, darling, you know it's my duty to keep you from squandering away another fortune.
Oh, really, dear?
Now, come on. Control yourself, my darling, and we'll go over there to that cute little table and have a cup of coffee.
All right, Penny.
That lady in green must be a real player.
I wish she'd roll the dice. I'd like to bet on her.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you were just great, girl.
I wish I could do some real gambling. I learned enough in that book to make a fortune.
Oh, shh.
May I help you?
We just like some coffee and toast, please, dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Pardon me, ladies. May I join you?
Fabulous, darling.
Thank you. I don't mean to be personal, but I couldn't help being intrigued by your conversation.
Intrigued by our conversation? Whatever do you mean?
Well, I've been around the casinos for a long time, and I usually can spot a heavy player. But I never would have taken you for an inveterate gambler.
Well, I've been inveterate all my life.
Even when we were little girls, she always wanted me to play jacks with her.
Well, all little girls play jacks.
Jacks are better.
Well, it's true, yes. Ever since I can remember, I love to play cards.
Now, you're not going to believe this, but when she was a little girl, her parents used to have to play strip poker with her every night to get her to undress for bed.
Incredible.
Pamela, stop shuffling those crackers.
Oh, dear, I'm terribly
Isn't that
sorry.
terrible?
It's
With
just...
all her money, I don't see why she wants to gamble at all. Pamela, you see how obsessed with gambling the poor child is?
Oh, stop exaggerating, darling. But your $1,000 is not going to catch it.
Oh, Pamela, will you please try to control yourself?
Well, I really can't help it, darling. It's in my blood.
I know, dear.
Were your parents gamblers?
Well, in a way, yes. But they were very refined. The only time I ever heard my mother raise her voice was when she yelled, bingo.
And your father?
Well, he was in oil. He has one of the largest oil fields in Texas.
Oh, what's his output?
How's that?
How many barrels does he get a day?
Well, I don't know, actually, but I do know they had to send out for bigger barrels.
That sounds like a lot of oil.
Oh, it sure is. Oh, here's our coffee. Thank you so much, dear girl.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Pamela, dear.
Yes, darling.
May I have some toast?
Oh, of course. Oh, silly of me. I forgot to let you cut the deck.
Are impossible, dear.
Well, you know something, Miss Pamela?
What's that?
I just don't understand it. If you have all this money and such an intense desire to gamble, why fight it?
Well, actually, I don't feel that it would be fair to Penelope, poor darling. You see, she doesn't gamble. And we just came up here to see the shows.
Well, that is if we could get reservations for the shows.
Yes. You see, being strangers in town, that is quite a problem.
Oh, no. That wouldn't be any problem at all. I'd be delighted to get tickets for you for every show in town.
How divine. Oh, Penelope.
And I would love for you to be my guest.
Oh, isn't he fabulous?
Fabulous.
Now, if you ladies will excuse me, I'll go and make your reservations.
Fabulous, darling. Thank you. It worked. It worked. We're going to get to see all the shows.
We're not going to see one of those shows unless you take off that hat.
What's the matter with it?
It looks like a fresh crop of crabgrass.
Excuse me, ladies. Will that be all?
Yes, thank you. That will be all.
Lucy, why'd you have that chauffeur bring us here instead of back to our motel?
Have them find out we live in that crummy place? As soon as he leaves, we'll sneak out.
Good evening, ladies. Did you enjoy the shows?
Oh, they were fabulous.
Wonderful.
Thank you, yes.
Mr. Kellstrom, this is a young lady I would like for you to meet. This is Miss Pamela, Miss Pamela.
Pettibone. Pamela Pettibone. And this is my friend Penelope. Penelope Poopendorf.
Well, I sure am proud to meet you, Miss Pettibone, and you too, Miss Poopendorf.
You can call me Penelope.
Yes, she answers to that.
You know, you two have a lot in common.
Oh, we do?
Sure, you both love to gamble.
Oh, this must be the famous lady in green you were telling me about.
Yes, and not only that, you're in the same business. Why, her father's a big oil tycoon down in Texas.
Well, now, that's mighty interesting, ma'am. Miss Pettibone, was your father a wildcatter?
A wildcatter?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, not while Mother was watching.
Oh, this little lady got a great sense of humor.
Actually, it was her grandfather who discovered the oil. He tried all of his life to find oil, but he was as poor as a church mouse when he died.
Oh?
But when they were digging his grave, they hit a gusher.
Well, ma'am, that's a story I never heard before, but like they say, anything can happen in Texas.
Hey, Kelly, what time does your plane leave?
Oh, got to leave in about 15 minutes. Say, there's one thing I'd like to see before I go.
Anything you want, we'd be glad to take care of it.
Well, I'd like to see the famous Miss Pettibone do a little gambling.
Well, so would I, but she seems to have taken some kind of pledge against it.
Well, actually, you see, I adore gambling, but I promised Miss Poopendorf that I wouldn't.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, I took the precaution of hiding all of her money this evening so she just couldn't gamble.
Yes, at this very moment, I don't think we had more than $5 on us. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Oh, wait a minute, little lady. I got an idea. Now, as I said, I got to leave here in about 15 minutes, and I'm $10,000 behind. But why don't you gamble with my money? If you get me even, I'll give you everything you win over that. Oh, I know the money doesn't mean anything to you, but might have a lot of fun.
Yes, well, it is a challenge to see if a gambler like myself can win so much money in so short a time. I'm rather inclined to give it a go. Well, why don't you run along and warm up the dice, as they say?
Certainly. All right, ladies, we'll see you in the casino.
Now's my chance to use everything I learned in the book.
Oh, I just hope you can remember it.
Don't worry. All I have to do is win back $10,000, and anything over that is ours. Come on, we're going to be rich.
Would you people please clear the end of this table? I have a big player coming in. Please. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Put it on now. Any claps? Eight's the point, any
That's it. Oh, here we are, folks. Now we got a real gambling to roll. Get your money down.
Get your money
All right,
down.
little lady.
You gonna hold that for me, darling?
Bets are up.
There you are.
Oh.
Let him go. Let him
Get your
go.
money down now. Big
All right
Nice.
now,
Heel
everybody
comeback.
ready? All right now. Oh.
No play. New
All
dice.
right, dear. It's all right.
Coming out. Coming out.
Great sense of humor this little lady's got. Here we are now. Coming out.
I'll hit way down there now. Everybody
back,
look
boy.
out. Here we go. There, what did I get?
11.
11, Holly.
Lady over here, 11.
One away from boxcar.
Yes, sir, and that's the winner. That's the winner.
It's a winner? Oh,
Oh, no. No, let it ride, honey. Let it
ride. That's a good idea. Let it ride.
You bet.
Everybody let
All
it
right,
ride.
here we go.
Because that's the way to make money.
Do it the same way again, honey.
Same way again.
Same way again.
All right. Okay, there you are. What is it? What did I get?
11 is a winner. Is a winner. We'll add it up and let him ride. All right.
You want the same thing again?
Same thing again, honey.
All right, and everybody's letting it ride now.
Here we go.
What did it get? What did I get?
7.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Kelster.
She's sorry for a winner. What a sense of humor. Let it ride.
7 the winner.
Here we go.
Winner. There's a lot of winners around here.
Here we go, honey.
Well, now, say, Mr. Kelstrom, how would you like to play over there and play my lucky number? I have a 19 that I feel is very lucky.
Little lady, if that's what you want, here it is. Put
why
this
don't
on
you
19
Put
for
that
the
on 19
Yes, ma'am.
and spin that little ball, and here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Coming out now. Here we go.
What did I get? What did I get?
Number 10.
Number 10.
10 to
That's
pass.
it.
Number 10. Play it the hard way.
now.
Play 10 the hard way. That's where all the big money is, the
10
hard
the
way.
hard way, the lady says. and we'll
Everybody
with 10
should play the hard way.
Okay.
Get your money down.
All right, don't let those dice get cold.
19.
Number 19. 19's the winner.
Number 19 won. Can we play it again?
Play it again. Same bet on number
Same bet on
19.
19.
All right, honey, don't let those dice get cold.
Spin the ball. I won't let them get
Here we go.
cold.
All right,
Now,
10 the hard way.
we want 10 the hard way. Is that right? What do we get? What do we get?
And 10.
19.
19 won again.
Want to play it again?
Yes, play it again.
Play it again. The
Play
same bet.
19
Stack
again.
those chips. All right,
What
let's
are we
go.
doing now? Here we go.
Here we're coming out. New number on
Now, we
it.
want another new number.
New
Now,
number.
what did I get?
Here she
What did I get?
comes.
What did I get?
Point is 9.
9 is the point.
Play it the hard way. Play it the hard way.
What I said to you, but the hard way is the easy way for this little lady. All right, get your money down.
All right, put your money down. 9.
All right, let's stack up those chips. Honey, you're wonderful. You're wonderful. Okay, let's do it. Play 19 again, the lady says. Anything she wants.
All right,
Here we go. 9.
What is it?
9.
19 wins.
All right, stack them up. Same bet. Same bet on all right, honey.
You know what, Mr. Kelstrom? Mr. Kelstrom, we haven't gone for a boxcar. You see, we ought to get a boxcar because they pay 30 to 1.
There's the little lady knows her odds. You want to play boxcars, honey?
Yes, they're the highest odds on the table. The most money you can win is on boxcars.
That's it. Everything on boxcars. All right, everything on boxcars. Here we go.
30 to 1 on boxcars.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, now what do we want?
Come on.
19 the winner.
Little lady, I'm sorry, but I've got to leave. But I want to tell you that from your gambling, you're a real
Oh,
thoroughbred.
thank you, Mr. Kelstrom. Thank you.
Hey,
Yes.
the little lady got all your money back and even made a profit.
Well,
I'll see you at the cashier's.
That's wonderful. Well, little lady, I promise you, if you got me even, I'd give you everything I won.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you very much.
I'm just going to say goodbye and thank you very much.
Nice seeing you, Mr. Kelstrom.
Good night, everybody.
What
What'd you get? What'd you get?
A $5 chip. Oh, you know what? You did all that work and you only won $5? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Well, I did it once. I can do it again.
Oh, you cannot.
Yes.
You cannot.
I'm going to take this $5 chip
Why
and I'm
not?
going to run it up to 500 or 5,000.
You are not, Lucy. Now, you can't have
Yes.
that $5 chip.
Vivian, I
I'm
can
gonna
do
take
it.
that $5
I can do it. Vivian, I can do it. I did it once and I can do it again.
Perhaps you lose.
Well, Pamela, shall we go back to our motel?
All right, Miss Poopendorf.
I still remember the first time the heavy glass doors of the bank swung open on my childhood screen and Mr. Mooney appeared behind his desk like a man already bracing for impact. The shift from the warm domestic chaos of the kitchen to the cool institutional light of the bank always felt to my young eyes like crossing a border into more dangerous territory. Lucy and Vivian enter with the particular combination of determination and improvisation that defined so many of their campaigns. Lucy begins with the horoscope, reading it aloud in a voice that tries to sound both casual and prophetic. Listen to what my horoscope has to say today. Planetary influences favorable, financial gain imminent. A fine day for harmonious relationships. The words hang in the air for a beat, and Gail Gordon's face performs a small exquisite collapse. Even now, decades later, this moment makes me smile with a private protective affection. Mooney has heard every variety of optimistic preamble, yet Ball delivers the horoscope as if it might actually rearrange the planetary order in their favor. What always moves me most about this sequence is the careful architecture of the confrontation. Mooney's initial refusals arrive in a rapid practiced cascade. No, you cannot have an advance on your allowance. No, you cannot make a withdrawal on your Christmas club account. And no, your insurance dividend has not arrived. Each denial is shaped with the weary precision of a man who has spent years defending the bank's ledgers against Lucy Carmichael's particular brand of logic. When Lucy counters that they have come to make a gilt-edged business deal, the phrase is spoken with such earnest grandeur that it almost convinces. What kind of a banker are you to turn down a gilt-edged business deal without even knowing what it is? The question is both challenge and invitation, and Gordon's reluctant. Very well, what is it opens the door just wide enough for the full comic machinery to enter. The request itself is almost modest by Lucy's standards. We want to borrow some money. Everybody does. How much do you want? Well, $20. We promise to pay the loan back within 24 hours with interest. The sum is small enough to seem reasonable and large enough in the economy of their household to represent genuine possibility. Yet Mooney's demand for collateral launches the sequence into its richest territory. What follows is one of the great inventory scenes in the series, a rolling catalog of personal objects pressed into service as security. Lucy begins with a watch. How about my watch? Mickey Mouse is one of my favorites. I guess I put Jerry's watch on by mistake. The admission is delivered with perfect comic timing, the slight pause before by mistake allowing the absurdity to bloom. Vivian offers her own watch, an anniversary gift from her ex-husband, whose diamonds she cheerfully admits are not real. The only real thing my ex-husband ever gave me was a pain in the neck. The line lands with the particular sting of lived experience, and Vance shapes it so that the humor never quite erases the underlying truth. The catalog continues to expand with the logic of desperation. 3 earrings, a Bowser bag containing spaghetti and meatballs, a collapsible drinking cup, a jewel garter, a lock of Chris's hair, Jerry's baby shoes already converted into a bank, the medal Lucy won for the broad jump in high school. Each object is placed on Mooney's desk with a mixture of pride and improvisation, and Gordon's face records every addition with mounting horror. I have seen better collateral in a gumball machine. The line is pure Mooney, the voice of institutional order confronted by the full disordered inventory of two women's lives. Ball's response is pure Lucy, the cheerful insistence that the collection must surely be enough, the refusal to acknowledge the gap between her valuation and the banker's. I have watched this exchange more times than I can count, and each viewing still produces the same soft internal laughter mixed with recognition. The objects on the desk are not merely props, they are the visible record of a life lived without surplus, a life in which every possession might one day be asked to serve a second purpose. When Mooney finally relents, "I'll give you the 20 if you get this junk off my desk," the victory is both small and enormous. The $20 bill appears, and for a brief moment, the air in the bank seems to lighten. Yet Lucy's next request detonates the temporary calm. "We just want to change this $20 bill." "How do you want it? Ones, fives, tens, pennies?" "Pennies." "Yes, 2,000 pennies." The word pennies is spoken with the quiet certainty of someone who has already mapped the entire subsequent adventure. Gordon's reaction is a master class in controlled incredulity. "If you're thinking of opening a bingo parlor at your house, may I point out that it's illegal." The warning is both practical and prophetic, yet Lucy and Vivian press forward with the serene confidence of people who have already decided the risk is worth taking. "We are not thinking of opening a bingo parlor. Now may we please have our pennies?" The physical transfer of the 2,000 pennies is handled with the precision of high slapstick. The heavy sack appears and the simple act of carrying it becomes an ordeal of balance and timing. "Come on, why can't we drop it in the living room?" "My arm's coming right out of the socket." The complaint is pure Ball, the body already registering the weight of the scheme. When they finally attempt to lift the sack onto the table, and a 1 and a 2 and a, the inevitable spill scatters 2,000 pennies across the kitchen floor in a glittering catastrophe. The sound of the coins, striking linoleum, still echoes in my memory with the particular music of disaster. Ball's reaction is instantaneous and complete: the frozen posture, the slow survey of the damage, the quiet "oh man" that contains both defeat and the first spark of recovery. Vivian's offer to clean them up one by one is met with the practical genius that always surfaces in Lucy at the edge of chaos. The broom appears, the bench is moved, and the coins are swept into a new container with the efficiency of women who have spent years restoring order after their own storms. I return to this bank sequence the way one returns to a familiar threshold. The institution itself, with its polished surfaces and its guardian in the person of Mr. Mooney, stands as the perfect opposing force to Lucy's particular energy. Gordon's performance is a miracle of sustained resistance. Every line is shaped with the weight of a man who knows he will eventually yield and hates himself a little for knowing it. When he finally hands over the second sack of pennies, very well. But this is the last time the capitulation is both comic and oddly moving. The bank has been breached not by force but by the sheer, relentless logic of Lucy's hope. The cultural resonance of these minutes continues to deepen with time. In the mid-1960s, a $20 loan was not a trivial sum for a household living at the edge of solvency. The Christmas Club account, the insurance dividend, the careful distinctions between types of deposits, all of these details root the comedy in a specific economic landscape. Women still navigated banking institutions that often regarded them as secondary actors. Lucy's cheerful invasion of Mooney's desk, her willingness to empty her pockets, and Vivian's in the service of a dream carries a quiet charge of defiance. Ball never plays the scene as a political statement. She simply inhabits the reality so completely that the political dimension emerges on its own. The physical comedy of the penny transfer deserves its own extended consideration. The sack is heavy enough to require two people awkward enough to defeat every attempt at graceful movement. When the coins finally cascade across the floor, the image is both beautiful and appalling, a sudden constellation of copper against the ordinary kitchen linoleum. Ball's body registers the disaster with the full vocabulary of her physical genius: the slight backward step, the hands that rise as if to catch the impossible, the face that cycles through shock calculation, and the first glimmer of a new plan. I can still feel the particular quality of laughter this moment produced in my childhood living room, the sound of recognition mixed with delight. Every household has known some version of the sudden spill, the scattered objects that must be gathered again. Ball simply elevates the experience to the level of myth. As the sequence prepares to move toward the long labor of cleaning and sorting, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The $20 has been transformed into 2,000 pennies. The bank has been temporarily conquered. Mr. Mooney has been left muttering about laryngitis and the limits of institutional patience. And Lucy and Vivian stand in the aftermath of their own success, already calculating the next necessary step. The dream that began with a single 1927 Lincoln cent has now taken physical form. 2,000 small copper discs wait to be examined, cleaned, and pressed into the service of fortune. The work ahead will be tedious, dirty, and ultimately heartbreaking, yet in this moment the possibility still gleams with undiminished light. I have returned to this bank sequence on late nights, when the ordinary calculations of adult life feel particularly heavy. The heavy glass doors still open. Mooney still braces behind his desk. Lucy still reads her horoscope with the faith of the true believer. And somewhere in the space between Gordon's exasperation and Ball's luminous determination, the old comedy of hope against institutional order continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close, the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of courage itself. I still remember the particular quality of silence that settled over the kitchen after the last penny had been swept from the floor. The air itself seemed heavier, thick with the metallic scent of copper and the faint dampness of residual dirt. 2,000 pennies lay in their new container like a conquered army, yet the victory was already revealing its true cost. Lucy stared at the coins with the expression of a woman who has just realized that the treasure map leads through a swamp. "They're so dirty. We'll never be able to read the dates on them." The line is spoken with quiet dismay, and even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel the full weight of the labor that is about to begin. Ball does not play the realization as comic exaggeration. She lets it settle into her posture, the slight forward slope of the shoulders, the hands that hover above the coins as if reluctant to begin the long apprenticeship of cleaning. What always moves me most about this sequence is the decision that follows. There is no grand declaration, only the practical acceptance that the work must be done. "Well, we'll just have to clean them. That's all." Vivian's agreement is immediate and absolute. "Yeah, I'll wash and you dry." The division of labor is established with the ease of long partnership, and the two women move to the sink as if they have been preparing for this particular ordeal all their lives. The faucet is turned on, the first handful of pennies disappears beneath the water, and the great washing begins. The physical comedy of the cleaning is among the most sustained and intimate in the entire series. Ball elects to wash the coins one at a time, holding each disc under the stream with a concentration that borders on the religious. "You are not cleaning those one at a time, are you?" Vivian's question carries the full force of practical horror. Lucy's reply is pure, unyielding method. "Yeah." The single syllable contains an entire philosophy. Speed would risk missing a date or a mint mark. Thoroughness is the only path to fortune. Ball's hands move with a delicacy that somehow remains comic, turning each penny as if it might contain a secret that cold water alone can unlock. The water itself becomes a character cloudy with sediment, carrying away the accumulated grime of unknown pockets and cash registers. I can still see the particular way the light caught the wet copper, the small constellations of bubbles that formed and vanished around Ball's fingers. The garbage disposal, never content to remain a background presence, chooses this moment to assert itself once more. Well, there goes Old Faithful again. The eruption is met with the weary recognition of women who have already fought this particular battle too many times. Vivian's suggestion that Lucy sing a couple of choruses of pennies from heaven or 3 coins in a fountain is delivered with the dark humor of the truly exhausted. Ball's response is to keep washing. The machine may claim its small victories, but the coins will be cleaned. The determination is absolute, and it is one of the qualities I have always loved most in the character. Lucy does not abandon a scheme because the physical cost becomes high. She simply adjusts her body to the new requirements and continues. Vivian's eyes begin to betray the strain. "Vivian, stop blinking. I told you it looks awful." The complaint is pure Lucy, the sudden shift from partner in labor to self-appointed director of appearances. Vivian's defense is immediate and just I can't help it. I got all kinds of spots in front of my eyes. They all look like pennies. The image is both comic and strangely beautiful, an entire field of vision overtaken by the copper discs that have colonized every corner of the morning. Ball's counter is the classic refusal of shared weakness. I looked at just as many pennies as you did and I'm not blinking. The exchange is pure friendship under pressure, the small abrasions that never quite break the underlying loyalty. I have watched this beat countless times and each viewing still produces the same soft internal laughter mixed with recognition. Every long labor shared with another person eventually produces its own vocabulary of complaint and counter-complaint. Ball and Vance simply elevate the vocabulary to the level of art. The decision to continue rests on a principle that feels almost philosophical in its simplicity. Nothing doing. Now, according to the law of averages, we should find a valuable penny in the next batch. The law of averages becomes the new religion of the kitchen. Probability itself is pressed into the service of hope. The first batch may have yielded only dirt and fatigue, but the mathematical universe still owes them a return. I can still hear the particular cadence Ball gave the quiet conviction that statistics would eventually lean in their direction. In the mid-1960s, the language of averages and probability had entered popular conversation through everything from insurance advertisements to the growing fascination with systems and strategies. Lucy simply claims the language for her own purposes and refuses to surrender it. The return to the bank with the original $20 is handled with the particular mixture of triumph and calculation that defines so many of their campaigns. Mr. Mooney, here's the 20 that we borrowed. We are returning it. Gordon's relief is instantaneous and absolute. That's the best news I've heard since my wife had laryngitis. The line is pure Mooney. The voice of a man who has spent the intervening hours imagining every possible catastrophe that 2 women and 2,000 pennies might produce. Lucy and Vivian accept the praise with the serene confidence of people who have already mapped the next request. We kept our word, didn't we? Are you proud of us? The questions are both sincere and strategic. When they immediately ask to borrow $50, the escalation is so smooth that it almost feels reasonable. Mooney's resistance is met with the full force of their newly established reliability. We prove that we are reliable, and if we're gonna get anywhere at all in our business, we cannot possibly start with less than 50. 50 is the absolute minimum. The compromise, another $20, another 2,000 pennies, is accepted with the grace of women who understand that partial victory is still victory. The second sack appears. The familiar ordeal of transport begins again. Yet something has shifted in the emotional temperature of the enterprise. The first batch taught them the true cost of the labor. The second batch is undertaken with open eyes. The law of averages has been invoked and the universe has been placed on notice. I return to this long washing sequence the way one returns to the memory of a necessary ordeal that somehow deepened every subsequent joy. The sink, the cloudy water, the endless procession of individual pennies, the disposal's intermittent rebellions, Vivian's blinking eyes, the quiet invocation of mathematical hope, all of it forms a sustained meditation on the nature of work in the service of a dream. Ball never allows the labor to become merely tedious. She invests each coin with the full weight of possibility. The smallest disc might still be the one that changes everything. That faith sustained across hundreds of identical motions is one of the most moving things she ever committed to film. The cultural texture of these minutes continues to resonate. In an era when many women still performed the invisible labor of the household without public acknowledgement, the image of 2 women bent over a sink for hours in the service of a shared scheme carries a quiet charge. The work is not glamorous. It is wet, repetitive, and ultimately productive of more dirt than treasure. Yet Ball and Vance treat it with the same seriousness they bring to every other campaign. The laughter the sequence produces is never directed at the labor itself. It is directed at the gap between the grandeur of the dream and the humble physical reality required to pursue it. That gap is the permanent condition of Lucy Carmichael's existence, and it is rendered here with extraordinary tenderness. As the second sack of pennies is carried home and the long examination begins again, the emotional architecture of the sequence remains perfectly intact. The law of averages has been stated. The sink has done its work. The disposal has claimed its small share of Indian head casualties. And somewhere in the remaining coins a single disc still waits to reveal its secret. The dream that began with a 1927 Lincoln cent has now survived its first full ordeal of labor. The next revelation will be both triumph and catastrophe, yet in these quiet water-soaked minutes the possibility still gleams with the particular light of copper freshly washed and held to the light. I have returned to this washing sequence on afternoons when the ordinary work of living feels particularly endless. The faucet still runs. The pennies still turn one by one beneath Ball's careful fingers. Vivian still blinks against the invading spots of copper. And somewhere in the space between the cloudy water and the quiet invocation of averages, the old comedy of sustained hope continues to play itself out with the same patience and the same luminous precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of perseverance itself. I still remember the exact quality of the light that seemed to fill the kitchen when the long labor finally yielded its single luminous reward. After hundreds of identical motions after cloudy water, and blinking eyes and the disposal's intermittent claims, one penny turned in Lucy's fingers and refused to be ordinary. 1912s. No. Yes. 1940. Babe, did you say yes? Yes. 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 Oh. That penny's worth $16.50. The words arrive in a rising cascade, each repetition climbing higher, until the final valuation breaks over the room like a wave. Even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private, almost physical lift in the chest. Ball does not perform triumph. She is overtaken by it. Her voice fractures into pure sound. Her body begins a small involuntary dance, and the entire accumulated fatigue of the washing is suddenly transfigured. What always moves me most about this sequence is the speed with which pure joy becomes communal. Vivian is pulled into the orbit of the discovery before she has time to resist. We got one. We got one. We got one. We got one. The chant is childish and exalted at once, the sound of two women who have spent hours bent over a sink and have finally been granted permission to straighten their spines. Mr. Mooney, summoned by the noise, appears in the doorway like a man who has already calculated the cost of every possible celebration. Ladies, watch it. What do you think this is, a Watusi festival? The line is pure Gordon, the voice of institutional order confronted by the full disordered force of sudden fortune. Lucy's explanation is delivered with the serene authority of the newly rich. Mr. Mooney, we found one. A penny worth $16.50. The subsequent arithmetic: 1,999 remaining pennies, the single valuable disc, the 3 cents interest, the nickel offered in settlement, is handled with the cheerful precision of people who have already moved on to the next necessary pleasure. The argument that follows is one of the purest distillations of character in the entire series. Vivian wants to celebrate immediately. I'd like a great big banana split and a double chocolate malt. Lucy insists on the proper sequence. We'll get the $16.50 first and then we'll eat. The conflict is resolved by the only authority both women still trust, the lucky penny itself. All right, we'll let our lucky penny decide. I'll flip it. And heads we exchange first and tails we eat first. The coin rises into the air with the full weight of every previous hope attached to it. I can still see the particular arc it described on my childhood screen, the small copper disc turning against the ordinary kitchen light, carrying the entire emotional investment of the morning with it. And then the unthinkable occurs. The penny slips. It strikes the floor rolls with the terrible purpose of objects that have decided to escape, and disappears into the open mouth of the storm drain. The silence that follows is absolute. Ball's face registers the loss with a completeness that still feels almost too intimate to watch. There is no immediate wail, only a terrible stillness, as if the body itself must first understand what the mind has already calculated. Oh no. I didn't do it. went right down the storm drain. The words are spoken in the flat tone of someone who has just watched a miracle reverse itself. Vivian's response is pure shared grief. There was a penny worth $16.50. Oh no. We worked so hard too. The catalog of labor that follows the loan, the carrying, the spilling, the washing, the disposals claims is recited like a litany of sacrifice now rendered meaningless. I have watched this exchange more times than I can count, and each viewing still produces the same soft internal collapse. The dream that began with a 1927 S and survived the long ordeal of the sink has been extinguished by a single moment of ordinary physics. The public nature of the grief only deepens its power. A passerby offers a dime in consolation and is refused with the full dignity of the bereaved. I don't want your dime. The policeman arrives and immediately misreads the situation. Have you two been hitting the happy sauce? The accusation is met with the particular outrage of women who have lost something real, and are now being asked to explain their tears to an authority that cannot possibly understand. Officer, we have not been drinking. May I remind you that it's people like us who pay your salary. The line is pure Lucy, the sudden claim of civic standing in the midst of private catastrophe. Yet the deeper comedy of the moment lies in the visual: two grown women lying at the edge of a storm drain staring into the darkness after a single copper disc. Ball commits to the posture completely. There is no protective distance, no indication that the actress is merely visiting the emotion. She is inside it and the viewer is pulled in after her. The decision to retrieve the penny produces one of the series' most sustained sequences of physical invention. The workman disguise is assembled with the particular logic of desperation. Gloves appear. Postures are adjusted. The two women become for the space of a few minutes municipal employees performing a routine inspection. We're just fixing this place down here. Just a usual checkup, you know. The policeman is briefly convinced, and the small victory allows the more dangerous phase to begin. Lucy is elected to descend. The descent itself is a master class in controlled terror. You're nervous. I'm afraid I'm gonna get the bends. The joke is light, yet the body that is lowered into the darkness is already registering every possible consequence. Vance holds the ankles with the fierce concentration of someone who understands that the entire enterprise now rests on the strength of her grip. The darkness of the drain becomes a character in its own right. It's too dark. I can't see anything. Give me the flashlight. The beam is passed down and for a moment the possibility of recovery flares again. I got the penny, Viv. The declaration is pure triumph, the sound of a woman who has followed a miracle into the underworld and has returned with it in her hand. And then the second loss occurs as sudden and as absolute as the first. The penny slips once more. The darkness reclaims it. Ball's voice when she reports the new disaster carries the particular exhaustion of someone who has already grieved once and is now being asked to grieve again. Yes, I dropped it again. I return to this long arc of triumph and catastrophe the way one returns to a family story that still explains the shape of hope itself. The $16.50 was never merely a sum of money. It was the tangible proof that the law of averages could be made to lean in their direction, that the long labor of the sink had not been meaningless, that the universe still contained the possibility of sudden elevation. When the storm drain swallows the proof, the loss is metaphysical as much as financial. Ball understands this completely. Her grief is not the grief of a woman who has lost $16.50. It is the grief of a woman who has watched a hard-won miracle reverse itself in real time. The cultural texture of the sequence continues to deepen with repeated viewing. In the mid-1960s, the storm drain was a familiar feature of every American street, a dark mouth that occasionally claimed a child's ball or a careless coin. Ball simply elevates the ordinary hazard to the level of tragic farce. The public tears, the policeman's misreading, the improvised workman's disguise, all of it is rooted in a specific landscape of sidewalks and municipal authority and the small, persistent hope that what has been lost might still be recovered by sufficient ingenuity and sufficient nerve. As the sequence prepares to move toward the next necessary campaign, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The penny is gone. The $16.50 has returned to the darkness from which it briefly emerged. and Lucy and Vivian stand at the edge of the drain with the particular emptiness that follows the death of a small perfect dream. Yet even in the emptiness, the next scheme is already beginning to form. The vacuum cleaner will appear. Mr. Perkins will deliver his verdict. The long road toward the $3,000 stamp will open. The storm drain has claimed its victory, but it has not claimed the deeper current of hope that has always defined Lucy Carmichael's existence. I have returned to this sequence on nights when the ordinary calculations of adult life feel particularly fragile. The coin still rises into the air. The storm drain still waits with its dark, impartial mouth. Ball's face still registers the loss with that terrible luminous completeness. And somewhere in the space between the brief possession of $16.50 and the long grief that follows, the old comedy of hope against ordinary physics continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of resilience itself. I still remember the particular quality of dread that settled over the living room the first time I watched Lucy Carmichael confront the possibility of professional failure. The transition from the storm drain's dark mouth to the bright, merciless light of the handy-dandy vacuum cleaner company felt even to my child's eyes like crossing from one kind of vulnerability into another. Lucy sits with Vivian in the aftermath of the lost penny, her voice already thin with the knowledge of what is coming. "Viv, I just know Mr. Perkins is gonna fire me now." The confession is spoken without theatrical flourish, and even now decades later this moment makes me feel a private protective ache. Ball does not play the fear as comic exaggeration. She lets it live in the slight forward slope of her shoulders, the way her hands worry the fabric of her skirt, the quiet certainty that the universe has once again arranged itself against her. What always moves me most about this sequence is the speed with which private anxiety becomes public judgment. Mr. Perkins enters with the brisk authority of a man who has already prepared his verdict. The morning greeting is cordial enough. "Good morning, ladies," yet the air in the room changes the moment he begins to review the sales reports. "I've just finished checking over your sales reports. And I must say that as a group, most of you ladies have done remarkably well during your first week of selling. But unfortunately, in every barrel there's always one rotten apple." The metaphor lands with the force of a small explosion. Ball's face registers the blow with a completeness that still feels almost too intimate to watch. There is no immediate protest, only a terrible stillness, as if the body itself must first absorb the classification before the mind can begin to argue against it. Perkins continues with the full force of institutional certainty. "This company has no room for failures. There should be no difficulty in selling our product, for without a doubt it is the finest lightweight vacuum cleaner in the world, and we can all take pride in Handy Dandy the vacuum cleaner. So just get out there and sell, sell, sell." The triple imperative is delivered like a military command, and the women around Lucy respond with the practiced enthusiasm of people who understand the cost of visible hesitation. When Perkins turns his attention specifically to Mrs. Carmichael, the isolation is absolute. "Mrs. Carmichael, I want to talk to you." Lucy's preemptive "I quit" is both defense and surrender, the sound of a woman trying to seize control of a narrative that has already been written against her. Perkins's reply is colder still. "Maybe it's just as well. Because frankly, I don't think you were intended for a career in selling." The subsequent demand for a demonstration is one of the purest distillations of power imbalance in the entire series. Perkins instructs Lucy to treat Mrs. Bagley as a customer and to show him how she approaches a sale. The setup is already stacked against her. Vivian, pressed into the role of reluctant prospect, immediately declares that she does not want a vacuum cleaner. Lucy's attempt to begin, "How do you do, madam? I represent the," is cut off before the company name can even be spoken. The interruption is pure comedy, yet Ball plays the moment with the full weight of professional humiliation. She is being asked to perform competence in front of the very man who has already decided she possesses none, and the knowledge of that decision lives in every hesitant gesture. The demonstration itself becomes a master class in escalating disaster. Lucy produces the Handy Dandy and attempts to catalog its virtues. I have here the handy-dandy lightweight vacuum cleaner. Now, I want you to notice, madam, how quiet it is, and I want you to notice how light this attachment is, and you can do anything with it. It vacuums rugs, and it cleans drapes, and it shampoos the furniture, and the list falters. She cannot remember the final function. The sales brochure is consulted with the desperate speed of a student who has forgotten the answer in the middle of an oral examination. It's right here in the sales brochure. It's all you have to do. The machine is turned on. The noise fills the room. Perkins's patience collapses. Turn that thing off. The command is absolute, and Lucy's compliance is immediate and complete. The demonstration has failed in every particular, and the failure is public. Vivian's intervention arrives like a small act of grace. She offers to take Lucy along and show her how a real saleslady works. Perkins's permission is granted with the indifference of a man who has already moved on to more promising prospects. Do anything you want, but get her out of here. Oh, you'd better sell one or you're through. The final warning hangs in the air as the two women leave the office, and I can still feel the particular quality of silence that followed them down the corridor in my childhood memory. The threat is real, the territory is the worst in town, the product is excellent, and Lucy Carmichael has just been declared the rotten apple in the barrel. The conversation that follows between the two women is one of the most tender and most revealing in the sequence. Vivian attempts consolation. Lucy, you're just imagining things. Lucy's reply is pure unadorned fact. Well, I'm not imagining that. I'm the only one of the whole group that hasn't sold a single vacuum cleaner, and I don't know why I haven't sold one. I called on some pretty dirty people. The self-assessment is both accurate and incomplete. She has worked. She has tried. The results have simply refused to appear. Vivian's diagnosis, "You just weren't cut out to be a saleslady," is met with the quiet insistence that forms the core of Lucy's character. Well, I know I can do it, Viv. I'm beginning to get the hang of it. It just isn't fair to get fired without really having been given a chance. The subsequent revelation about Vivian's single sale is pure friendship under pressure. Lucy reminds her that the one vacuum cleaner Vivian sold was purchased by Lucy herself during a practice session. The knowledge is both weapon and shield. And if Mr. Perkins found out how you sold that one, you wouldn't be such a pro. The exchange is light on the surface, yet it carries the full weight of shared vulnerability. Both women are operating at the edge of professional survival. Both understand the cost of visible failure. And both, in the particular way of long partnership, are already calculating how to protect each other while still pursuing the next necessary scheme. The decision to target Mrs. Mooney is reached with the particular logic that has always governed their campaigns. The banker's wife represents both proximity and possibility. I know where I can make a sale too. Where, Mrs. Mooney? Her husband's a banker. He can afford it. The plan is elegant in its simplicity and dangerous in its assumptions. Vivian claims the idea as her own. Lucy insists on partnership. The compromise: Vivian will sell first. Lucy will wait in the car, is accepted with the weary grace of women who have already survived worse negotiations. Yet even as the plan is formed, the deeper emotional current of the sequence remains visible. Lucy has been labeled a failure in the most public and most institutional way possible. The label has not been rejected so much as temporarily set aside. The next demonstration will have to carry the full weight of proving it false. I return to this office sequence, the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive professional wound. In the mid-1960s, the image of a woman being told she was not intended for a particular kind of work carried a resonance that modern audiences sometimes underestimate. The language of rotten apple and no room for failures was the language of a culture still sorting its labor force according to assumptions that had not yet been fully challenged. Ball never plays the scene as a political statement. She simply inhabits the humiliation so completely that the larger cultural dimension emerges on its own. The laughter the sequence produces is never directed at Lucy's incompetence. It is directed at the gap between the institutional certainty of Mr. Perkins and the stubborn luminous hope that continues to live inside the woman he has already dismissed. The physical comedy of the failed demonstration deserves its own extended consideration. Ball's body becomes a study in controlled collapse. The vacuum cleaner is produced with a flourish that already contains the seeds of its own undoing. The attempt to list the machine's virtues falters in real time. The brochure is consulted with the desperate speed of someone who knows the answer is printed somewhere, and cannot find it fast enough. When the machine is finally turned on, the noise fills the room like an accusation. Perkins's command to shut it off is met with instantaneous compliance, yet the compliance itself becomes part of the comedy. Lucy has failed at selling, failed at demonstrating, and failed at even controlling the volume of the product she is supposed to praise. The accumulation of failure is absolute, and Ball commits to every layer of it without protective distance. As the sequence prepares to move toward the Mooney household and the greater catastrophe of the $3,000 stamp, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The rotten apple has been identified. The sales technique has been tested and found wanting. The threat of termination hangs in the air like a weather system that has not yet broken. And Lucy Carmichael, labeled and dismissed, is already calculating the next necessary performance. The vacuum cleaner will be carried into the banker's home, the demonstration will once again escape control, and the long road toward the upside-down airmail stamp will open with the particular inevitability that has always governed her existence. I have returned to this sequence on afternoons when the ordinary judgments of the working world feel particularly heavy. Mr. Perkins still delivers his verdict with institutional calm. The phrase rotten apple still lands with the same quiet force. Ball's face still registers the classification with that terrible luminous completeness. And somewhere in the space between the public labeling and the private refusal to accept it, the old comedy of hope against professional dismissal continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of dignity itself. I still remember the precise instant the ordinary sales call at Mr. Mooney's house transformed into something far larger and far more catastrophic than anyone in the room could have anticipated. The doorbell rings. Lucy and Vivian stand on the threshold with the handy-dandy vacuum cleaner between them like a piece of ordnance they have not yet learned to control. Mooney is already on the telephone, speaking with the quiet absorption of a man who has just acquired a treasure. I bought the stamp. It's a beauty. A 1918 upside-down airmail. It isn't cancelled. It's in perfect condition. Cost me $3,000, but it was worth it. The words float across the room with the weight of a small fortune, and even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private tightening in the chest. Ball's face when she hears the valuation registers the information with the particular stillness of someone who has just been handed a new and dangerous variable. What always moves me most about this sequence is the collision of two absolute certainties. Mooney is certain that the stamp is safe on his desk. Lucy is certain that a demonstration of the handy-dandy will secure the sale and by extension her continued employment. The two certainties cannot occupy the same space for long. Lucy begins the pitch with the full force of her newly rehearsed confidence. How would you like to surprise your wife with a wonderful gift? Mooney's reply is pure, unadorned refusal. Why should I? She doesn't have anything on me. The line is delivered with the dry satisfaction of a man who has already calculated the emotional ledgers of his marriage and found them balanced. Lucy presses forward anyway, plugging in the machine while Mooney continues his telephone conversation. The warning about the faulty plug is given and ignored. The vacuum cleaner roars to life. The chaos that follows is among the most precisely engineered disasters in the entire series. The machine, once awakened, refuses to be governed. It lunges, it howls. It attaches itself to Mooney's trousers, to the curtains, to the very air of the room. Ball's body becomes a study in desperate negotiation with an object that has developed its own will. She yanks. She pleads. She attempts to continue the sales talk over the roar. I want to show you how quietly this machine runs. The claim is so perfectly contradicted by reality that the comedy becomes almost metaphysical. Mooney's telephone conversation collapses. His dignity collapses. His control of the physical space collapses. When the machine is finally subdued, the damage is already complete, though no one yet understands its true extent. My stamp, my upside down, my $3,000 stamp. The vacuum cleaner. The realization arrives in fragments, each one landing with the force of a separate blow. The subsequent flight from the Mooney household is pure survival. Lucy and Vivian escape with the vacuum cleaner and with the as yet undiscovered knowledge that they are carrying a small fortune in their dirt bag. The decision to continue the sales campaign at Mrs. White's house is reached with the particular logic that has always governed their recoveries. If the demonstration failed at the bankers, it might still succeed elsewhere. The approach to Mrs. White is smoother, more polished. The product of hard-won experience, Lucy's opening flattery is delivered with the full force of her charm. I don't think I've ever seen a home quite as spotless and beautiful as yours is. And this rug, oh my gracious, this rug must just sparkle when it's been vacuumed. Mrs. White's proud reply, I just vacuumed it this morning, becomes the perfect opening for the classic demonstration of residual dirt. The long cleaning that follows is both comic and strangely tender. Lucy is sent upstairs, with orders to demoth closets, clean woodwork, polish floors. She returns hours later, exhausted and obedient. Well, I've cleaned 2 bedrooms, the kitchen, the den and the bathroom. You want me to start on the garage now? The report is delivered with the weary pride of a woman who has been given a task and has completed it beyond all reasonable expectation. Vivian's response, good girl. I'm proud of you, carries the full weight of their partnership. Ball's reply is pure unguarded affection. Thank you, master. That's my ambition in life, to make you proud of me. The exchange is light on the surface, yet it contains an entire history of mutual reliance. The revelation of the dirt is handled with the precision of high ritual. The bag is emptied onto a sheet of paper. The accumulated debris of Mrs. White's already clean house forms a small incriminating mountain. Mrs. White is impressed. The sale seems secure. And then the brother-in-law in the appliance business is mentioned and the sale evaporates as quickly as it formed. The dirt, however, remains. It is left behind as a kind of offering, a reminder of the demonstration's partial success. Only later, when Mooney appears in a state of advanced panic, does the true significance of that dirt become clear. When you were at my home, I had an airmail stamp on my desk, and your vacuum picked it up, and I've got to get that airmail stamp back. The valuation is repeated with the force of a man who has already calculated the full measure of his loss. That stamp is worth $3,000. The search that follows is pure escalating desperation. The dirt bag has already been emptied at Mrs. White's. The dirt itself has already been carried to the incinerator. Mrs. White's calm announcement, I burned that in the incinerator, produces a silence that still feels absolute in my memory. Ball's face registers the information with the particular emptiness that follows the death of a second chance. And then the small miracle occurs. The stamp was not burned. It was found on the floor and affixed to a letter that Junior is even now carrying toward the mailbox. The race that follows is one of the great physical sequences in the series. Lucy and Vivian and Mooney pursue the child with the full force of $3,000 of motivation. The mailbox claims the letter. Lucy's arm claims the mailbox, and the long ordeal of public recovery begins. I return to this extended disaster the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive professional catastrophe. The handy-dandy vacuum cleaner was supposed to be the instrument of Lucy's salvation. It becomes instead the instrument of a loss so large that it temporarily eclipses every previous scheme. Ball never plays the sequence as simple slapstick. She lets the full weight of the $3,000 live in her body in the way her hands hover over the machine after the fact. In the particular quality of her voice, when she understands what has been taken. The comedy is real, yet it is comedy built on the foundation of genuine stakes. The cultural texture of these minutes continues to deepen with time. In the mid-1960s, a $3,000 stamp was a sum large enough to alter the shape of a middle-class life. The upside-down airmail issue of 1918 was already legendary among collectors, a small rectangle of paper that had escaped the ordinary machinery of the postal service and become through that escape extraordinarily valuable. Ball and the writers understood the cultural charge of the object. They did not invent the stamp's power, they simply placed it in the path of Lucy Carmichael's particular energy and allowed the collision to occur with perfect, terrible precision. As the sequence prepares to move toward the mailbox and the post office, and the long bureaucratic ordeal that will follow, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The vacuum cleaner has done its work. The stamp has disappeared into the ordinary machinery of the postal system. And Lucy Carmichael, who began the day trying only to keep a job, now stands responsible for a loss that exceeds every previous calculation. The dream of professional competence has been replaced by the more urgent dream of recovery. The $3,000 must be found, the stamp must be returned, and the particular logic of Lucy's existence demands that the recovery will be neither simple nor quiet. I have returned to this sequence on nights when the ordinary risks of daily life feel particularly sharp. The vacuum cleaner still roars to life in Mooney's living room. The stamp still vanishes into the dirt bag. Ball's face still registers the valuation with that terrible luminous stillness. And somewhere in the space between the $3,000 declaration and the long pursuit that follows, the old comedy of hope against accidental catastrophe continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of responsibility itself. I still remember the exact moment the ordinary blue envelope became the most important object in the world. Junior, with the cheerful obedience of a child performing a routine errand, takes the letter from the desk and heads toward the mailbox, while three adults stand frozen in the sudden knowledge of what he carries. The stamp, the 1918 upside-down airmail, the $3,000 rectangle of paper that has already survived a vacuum cleaner and an incinerator, is affixed to that envelope and is moving steadily toward the irreversible machinery of the United States Postal Service. Even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private, almost physical urgency. Ball's face when she understands the new trajectory of the disaster registers the information with the particular stillness of someone who has already lost the same fortune twice and is now being asked to lose it a third time. What always moves me most about this sequence is the speed with which private panic becomes public spectacle. The chase begins with the full force of $3,000 of motivation. Lucy, Vivian, and Mooney pursue the child with a desperation that has no interest in dignity. The mailbox claims the letter with the impartial efficiency of municipal equipment. Lucy's response is immediate and absolute. She thrusts her arm into the slot. The metal jaws close, and the long ordeal of the stuck arm begins. My arm is stuck. I can't get my arm out. The declaration is spoken with the flat tone of a woman who has just converted a financial crisis into a physical one. Vance's attempt to free her only worsens the situation. The letter is dropped deeper. The arm remains imprisoned, and the postman appears on the horizon like an agent of inevitable consequence. The confrontation with the postman is pure escalating farce built on the foundation of genuine stakes. Lucy's first instinct is concealment. Don't let them see me like this, Viv. Get around here. Cover me up. The attempt at camouflage fails the moment the postman requests access to the mailbox. The subsequent explanation is a masterpiece of improvisation under pressure. I was mailing a letter, and it snapped at me. The claim is so perfectly absurd that it almost achieves a kind of dignity. When the truth is finally extracted, the rare stamp, the accidental mailing, the desperate need for recovery, the postman's response is pure institutional logic. Once something's in that mailbox, it's the property of the United States government. The line lands with the force of a small constitutional crisis. Lucy's reply is pure unfiltered. Lucy, you mean I gotta go to Washington to get my arm back? The physical comedy of the stuck arm is among the most sustained and most intimate in the series. Ball commits to the posture completely. The body is bent at an awkward angle. The shoulder is visibly strained. The free hand gestures with the particular eloquence of someone who has lost the use of its partner. Every attempt to extract the arm produces only deeper entanglement. When the postman finally frees her, the relief is temporary and incomplete. The letter remains inside the box. The stamp remains attached to the letter. And the only remaining path is the post office itself. The post office sequence is a master class in bureaucratic comedy. The postmaster requires forms. The forms require information. The information, the name of the addressee, the city, the state, the zip code is unknown to every adult present. The subsequent attempt to explain the chain of custody produces one of the great tangled narratives in the series. You see, I was selling him a vacuum cleaner and it made a lot of noise, so we went over to Mrs. White's and her brother-in-law sells appliances, so then Mr. Mooney told us that he collects dirt and he'd lost his upside-down airplane and Mrs. White's son mailed it in a blue envelope. The sentence is delivered in a single breathless rush and the postmaster's response is pure weary recognition. Lady, we don't mind the snow or the rain or the sleet. It's just coops like you that drive us nuts. The requirement that Mrs. White appear in person to identify the letter sends the campaign into its next necessary phase. Lucy is dispatched to retrieve her. Mooney remains behind with instructions to watch for the stamp and prevent its cancellation. The temporary separation produces its own small disasters. Mooney's attempt to intercept the mail produces only further confusion and a second confrontation with postal authority. When Mrs. White finally arrives, and the identification is completed, the stamp is recovered with the particular exhaustion that follows a victory purchased at too high a cost. Ball's face when the small rectangle of paper is finally returned to Mooney's hand registers the relief with a completeness that still feels almost private. The $3,000 has been restored. The long chain of accidents has been temporarily closed. I return to this extended mailbox and post office sequence the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive encounter with institutional machinery. The mailbox with its narrow slot and its irreversible interior stands as the perfect opposing force to Lucy's particular energy. Once the letter enters that darkness, the ordinary rules of private property are suspended. The stamp becomes government property. The arm that follows it becomes a temporary prisoner of federal regulation. Ball understands the metaphysical weight of the threshold. She does not play the stuck arm as simple physical comedy. She lets the full implication of the imprisonment live in her body in the way her voice changes when she realizes the only path to freedom may lead through Washington itself. The cultural texture of these minutes continues to deepen with repeated viewing. In the mid-1960s, the United States Postal Service occupied a particular place in the American imagination, reliable, slightly mysterious, governed by rules that felt both necessary and occasionally absurd. The image of a grown woman, with her arm trapped in a mailbox, carried a resonance that extended beyond the immediate comedy. It was the image of an individual body, temporarily claimed by the machinery of the state. Ball never overstates the implication. She simply inhabits the predicament so completely that the larger resonance emerges on its own. The supporting performances in this sequence deserve their own extended consideration. Gale Gordon's Mooney, forced to participate in the public recovery of his own stamp, achieves new levels of long-suffering dignity. His attempts to explain the situation to successive postal employees are shaped with the particular precision of a man who has already calculated the full measure of his humiliation and has decided to proceed anyway. Vivian Vance's Bagley remains the practical center of the campaign, the one who calculates angles and covers retreats and refuses to allow the disaster to become purely theoretical. The postman and the postmaster, brief as their appearances are, carry the full weight of institutional patience worn thin by contact with Lucy Carmichael's particular energy. As the sequence prepares to move toward the bargain sale and the next necessary catastrophe of the ceramic cat, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The stamp has been recovered, the $3,000 has been restored to its owner, and Lucy Carmichael, who began the long ordeal trying only to keep a job and then trying only to undo an accidental theft, now stands at the end of a chain of events that has taken her from a vacuum cleaner demonstration to a federal mailbox to the interior of a post office. The victory is real, yet it is a victory that has already prepared the ground for the next disaster. The bargain sale waits. The beautifully wrapped package waits. The ceramic cat waits in its tissue paper already destined for the floor. I have returned to this sequence on afternoons when the ordinary machinery of daily life feels particularly impersonal. The blue envelope still moves toward the mailbox. Lucy's arm still disappears into the slot. The postman's voice still delivers the verdict about government property with institutional calm. And somewhere in the space between the $3,000 stamp and the long bureaucratic recovery, the old comedy of hope against irreversible systems continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of persistence itself. I still remember the particular quality of exhaustion and triumph that filled the air the first time I watched Lucy and Vivian emerge from the bargain sale. Their arms were laden with packages, their feet were visibly aching, and the small victories of the afternoon 39-cent stockings secured through strategic interference a successful campaign in the lingerie department glowed with the particular satisfaction that only a hard-won discount can produce. You know we make a great team at a bargain sale. The line is spoken with the weary pride of women who have spent hours navigating crowds and calculating values, and even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private, affectionate recognition. Ball's body registers the physical cost of the campaign completely: the slight limp, the careful way the packages are shifted from one arm to the other, the quiet exhalation that follows the simple act of sitting down. What always moves me most about this sequence is the sudden appearance of Mr. Mooney and the beautifully wrapped package that will become the next instrument of catastrophe. He is seated alone, attempting to finish a meal that has already been interrupted by the mere possibility of their company. The invitation to join him is accepted with the cheerful disregard for his comfort that has always defined their relationship with the banker. 2 cups of tea are ordered. The packages are set down. And then, Lucy's attention is claimed by the one package that does not belong to them. My, that package is beautifully wrapped. It certainly is. Who's it for? Mooney's reluctance to answer is immediate and absolute. The package is a birthday gift for his wife. It is meant to be a surprise. And the mere fact of Lucy's curiosity is already enough to place the surprise in mortal danger. The subsequent negotiation is pure Lucy logic under pressure. Mooney attempts to leave. Mrs. Mooney's unexpected arrival in the vicinity forces a rapid transfer of the package into Lucy's keeping. Give it to me. I'll pretend it's mine. The solution is elegant in its simplicity and fatal in its assumptions. Lucy accepts the package with a solemn promise. Mr. Mooney, I give you my word of honor, I will not open this package. The vow is spoken with complete sincerity. And for a brief moment, it is possible to believe that the promise might actually be kept. Yet the moment the banker is gone, the package begins to exert its particular gravity. I'd sure like to know what's in here. I'd give anything to know what he bought her. Vivian's attempts at restraint are met with the full force of Lucy's curiosity. The suggestion of an X-ray is only half a joke. The package is heavy. It seems to tick. The possibility that Mooney has purchased a time bomb for his wife is entertained with perfect seriousness before being dismissed as the sound of Lucy's own wristwatch. The breaking of the promise is handled with the particular inevitability that governs so many of Lucy's resolutions. The package is opened. The ceramic object inside, whatever it is, strikes the floor and shatters into a constellation of pieces. The sound of the breakage still echoes in my memory with the particular music of irreversible consequence. Ball's face registers the disaster with a completeness that moves between horror and the first rapid calculations of recovery. Well, now you're gonna have to open it, because we're gonna have to see what it is, because we're gonna have to get another one like it. The logic is pure Lucy. The accident has already occurred, therefore the only remaining path is to convert the accident into a solvable problem. Vivian's diagnosis of the debris. It looks like a rhinoceros wrestling a parrot is delivered with the dark humor of the truly cornered. The decision to glue the pieces back together is reached with the desperate optimism that has always been their final resource. The long labor of reassembly is both comic and strangely tender. The bottle of glue appears. The fragments are sorted. The attempt to reconstruct a coherent shape from the wreckage becomes a new form of the same labor that once governed the washing of pennies. Ball commits to the work with the full intensity of her attention. Each piece is examined, possible configurations are tested. The growing realization that the object may be a ceramic cat is treated with the seriousness of an archaeological discovery. When Mooney returns for the package, the rewrapped and glued object is presented with the particular bravado of women who have already decided that confidence can substitute for structural integrity. The subsequent series of small disasters, the sticky bottom, the smeared glue, the forced rewrapping unfolds with the precision of high farce. Mooney's dignity is assaulted from every possible angle. His final exit declaring that he would rather remain stuck to the door than to either of the women for another 10 seconds is pure Gordon, the voice of a man who has reached the outer limit of institutional and personal patience. I return to this extended sequence of curiosity and consequence the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive failure of willpower. The beautifully wrapped package was never merely a prop. It was the tangible form of a promise Lucy made in good faith and then found herself unable to keep. Ball never plays the curiosity as simple weakness. She lets the full force of the temptation live in her body in the way her hands hover over the ribbon, in the particular quality of her voice when she tries to convince Vivian that a single glance will be enough. The comedy is real, yet it is comedy built on the foundation of a genuine moral struggle. The promise is broken not because Lucy is careless but because the need to know has become for a few critical minutes larger than the need to be trustworthy. The cultural texture of these minutes continues to deepen with repeated viewing. In the mid-1960s, the department store bargain sale occupied a particular place in the American domestic imagination, a site of both opportunity and combat, where women navigated crowds and calculated values with a seriousness that bordered on the strategic. The image of Lucy and Vivian returning from such a campaign laden with small victories and already calculating the next necessary expenditure carries a resonance that extends beyond the immediate comedy. It is the image of a particular kind of economic agency exercised under constraint. Ball and Vance inhabit that agency so completely that the larger cultural dimension emerges without effort. The physical comedy of the breakage and the subsequent attempts at concealment deserve their own extended consideration. The ceramic object strikes the floor with a sound that is both delicate and final. The fragments scatter with the particular cruelty of objects that have decided to become ungovernable. Ball's body registers the disaster and stages the initial freeze, the slow survey of the damage, the rapid transition into problem-solving mode. When the glued and rewrapped package is presented to Mooney, the physical tension of the scene becomes almost unbearable. Every gesture of handing over the package carries the possibility of further collapse. The sticky residue that transfers itself to Mooney's hands is pure perfect consequence. The universe has decided that the crime of curiosity will be punished not by dramatic revelation but by the slow, sticky accumulation of small humiliations. As the sequence prepares to move toward the department store search for a replacement cat and the eventual nocturnal adventure through the transom, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The original ceramic object has been destroyed. The glued approximation has been rejected by reality itself. And Lucy Carmichael, who began the afternoon with a simple promise and a beautifully wrapped package, now stands responsible for a loss that must be made right before the birthday arrives. The next necessary campaign is already forming. The replacement must be found. The money must be produced. And the particular logic of her existence demands that the recovery will once again involve more ingenuity, more risk and more public complication than any ordinary person would consider reasonable. I have returned to this sequence on nights when the ordinary temptations of curiosity feel particularly sharp. The beautifully wrapped package still sits on the table. Lucy's hands still hover over the ribbon. The ceramic object still strikes the floor with that terrible delicate finality. And somewhere in the space between the unbroken promise and the scattered fragments, the old comedy of good intentions against the gravity of wanting to know continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of temptation itself. I still remember the particular quality of desperation that settled over the two women the first time I watched them stand before the locked doors of the department store. The ceramic cat, the precise duplicate of the one now lying in glued and insufficient pieces, had been located in the window of Bigelow's, yet the store itself had closed with the impartial finality of retail schedules. It's closed. The two words are spoken with the flat tone of a woman who has already calculated every ordinary path and found them blocked. Even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private tightening of resolve. Ball does not play the realization as defeat. She lets it become the necessary prelude to a more dangerous solution. The open transom above the door is noticed with the particular attention of someone who has spent a lifetime converting architectural details into opportunities. What always moves me most about this sequence is the speed with which the decision to enter is reached and the particular moral calculus that accompanies it. Lucy is careful to establish the ethical boundary before the physical boundary is crossed. I'm not going in there and steal anything. If I can get that cat out of that window, I'll leave a note and I'll leave the money. The distinction is important to her, and Ball delivers the lines with complete sincerity. The act is not framed as theft but as an emergency purchase conducted after hours. Vivian's protests are practical rather than moral. The risk of discovery, the possibility of arrest, the simple mechanics of boosting a grown woman through a transom, all of these are raised and then set aside. The boost is given. Lucy disappears into the dark interior of the store. And the long nocturnal adventure begins. The physical comedy of the entry is among the most carefully observed in the series. Ball's body, never designed for graceful climbing, becomes a study in determined awkwardness. The foot seeks purchase. The hands scrabble for the edge. The final heave that carries her over the threshold is accompanied by the particular sound of a woman who has just committed herself to a course of action from which there is no elegant retreat. Once inside, the darkness of the closed store becomes a character in its own right. Display tables loom. Mannequins stand in silent judgment. The ceramic cat waits in its window with the serene indifference of an object that has no knowledge of the chaos it has already caused. The arrival of the policeman produces one of the great sustained sequences of improvisation under pressure. Vivian, still outside, is forced to conduct a conversation that must simultaneously explain her presence and conceal the fact that her partner is currently moving through the store like a particularly determined burglar. "I'm just waiting for my lift." The lie is delivered with the particular brightness of someone who knows how thin it sounds. The policeman's offer to wait with her is declined with increasing firmness. When the sounds from inside the store become impossible to ignore, Vivian's explanation reaches for the only available prop, the mechanical man in the window. It was that mechanical man in the window. I think he certainly made a noise. The claim is so perfectly absurd that it almost achieves a kind of dignity. Ball inside contributes to the illusion by adopting the stiff, repetitive movements of the display figure, turning the moment into a brief, luminous collaboration between the two women and the inanimate object that has been pressed into service as an alibi. The mechanical man itself becomes an unexpected source of comedy and commentary. Lucy's assessment of the figure: he looks like a zombie. So mechanical, no brains, no personality. "He's still an improvement over my ex-husband," is delivered with the particular dryness that appears whenever the subject of her former marriage arises. The comparison is both joke and judgment, and it lands with the force of lived experience. When she finally retrieves the ceramic cat and prepares to exit, the policeman is still present, still suspicious, still prepared to interpret every sound as evidence of something that cannot be explained by ordinary retail hours. The final transfer of the cat to Mooney is accomplished with the particular exhaustion that follows a victory purchased at the cost of nerves, dignity, and the residual terror of almost being caught. I return to this nocturnal sequence, the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive crossing of a line that was supposed to remain uncrossed. The open transom was never merely an architectural detail. It was the tangible form of a choice between accepting the consequences of the broken ceramic and attempting one last dangerous recovery. Ball never plays the entry as simple adventure. She lets the full weight of the risk live in her body in the careful way she tests each handhold. In the particular quality of her silence, once she is inside and the only remaining sounds are her own breathing and the distant voice of the policeman. The comedy is real, yet it is comedy built on the foundation of genuine stakes. Discovery would mean more than embarrassment. It would mean the collapse of the entire elaborate structure of explanation they have already constructed for Mooney. The cultural texture of these minutes continues to deepen with repeated viewing. In the mid-1960s, the department store after hours occupied a particular place in the American imagination, a space of both abundance and prohibition where the ordinary rules of purchase were suspended and the possibility of transgression hung in the air like dust. The image of a middle-aged woman climbing through a transom to retrieve a ceramic cat carries a resonance that extends beyond the immediate farce. It is the image of a particular kind of determination exercised at the edge of legality. Ball inhabits that determination so completely that the larger implication emerges without effort. The supporting performances in this sequence deserve their own extended consideration. Vivian Vance's Bagley, left alone on the sidewalk to manage the policeman, achieves new levels of inventive loyalty. Every lie is shaped with the particular precision of a woman who understands that the only thing standing between her partner and arrest is the quality of her improvisation. The policeman, brief as his role is, carries the full weight of municipal authority exercised at the end of a long shift. His willingness to be nearly convinced by the mechanical man explanation is both comic and oddly touching, a small moment of grace in a sequence otherwise defined by risk. As the sequence prepares to move toward the Las Vegas episodes and the final transformation of Lucy and Vivian into oil heiresses and high-stakes gamblers, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The replacement cat has been secured. The birthday gift has been restored to something resembling its original form. And Lucy Carmichael, who began the long ordeal with a simple promise and a beautifully wrapped package, now stands at the end of a chain of events that has taken her from a bargain sale tea room to the interior of a closed department store. The victory is real, yet it is a victory that has already prepared the ground for the next necessary reinvention. The weekend in Las Vegas waits. The cookie green evening gown waits. The $5.50 that will have to finance an entire campaign of high-stakes pretense waits in a motel room that is already too small for the size of the dream. I have returned to this sequence on nights when the ordinary boundaries of acceptable behavior feel particularly confining. The transom still stands open above the locked door. Lucy's hands still seek purchase on the frame. The mechanical man still keeps his silent judgmental vigil in the window. And somewhere in the space between the ethical distinction Lucy draws before climbing in the long minutes of darkness inside the store, the old comedy of necessity against the rules of ordinary life continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of nerve itself. I still remember the particular quality of light that seemed to fill the screen the first time I watched Lucy and Vivian step into the lobby of the Las Vegas hotel they could not afford. The air itself appeared different, brighter, softer, scented with the possibility of being waited upon. A polite young man appears with a tray. "Good afternoon, ladies. Care for some tea and cookies?" The offer is accepted with the particular speed of women who have spent the previous night in a motel that did not include such courtesies. "Oh, I'd love some. Yes, thank you, thank you." Even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private, almost guilty pleasure. Ball's face when the cup is placed in her hands registers the small luxury with a completeness that borders on reverence. She has crossed a threshold into a world that ordinarily requires more money than she possesses. And for a few luminous minutes, the world has decided not to notice the discrepancy. What always moves me most about this sequence is the quiet, sustained tension between the fantasy of the weekend and the reality of the budget. Lucy has won the trip as the 1 millionth customer to walk through the doors of Bigelow's department store. An honor secured, Vivian dryly reminds her while attempting to return something. The prize includes an evening wardrobe. Lucy has claimed the cookie green outfit and consigned the pink one to Vivian. The colors become a small running argument, a way of negotiating the larger fact that they have almost no money left for the pleasures the city is designed to sell. "How much money do we have?" You mean besides our eating money and our bus fare to the airport, yeah, we have $5.50. The sum is spoken with the particular clarity of a woman who has already performed the arithmetic and found it insufficient. $5.50 stands between them and every show on the strip. The knowledge lives in the room like a third presence. The conversation that follows is pure Lucy logic under financial constraint. The little book on how to gamble in Las Vegas is produced with the solemnity of scripture. I have been studying this little book here, How to Gamble in Las Vegas. Do you know that you get 30 to 1 if you bet on boxcars and win? The definition of boxcars 2 sixes is delivered with the precision of a student who has done the required reading. Vivian's resistance is absolute. The $5 will not be risked. It is already promised to Mr. Krause, the butcher for sweepstakes tickets, an investment in a different and possibly more reliable form of hope. The remaining 50 cents, however, is another matter. The slot machine system is explained with the full force of newly acquired theory. Las Vegas slot machines are geared to give the player at least a 90% return for his money. An alert player can watch a machine being played and after 9 or 10 plays without a hit, the player can be reasonably sure that a payoff is due. The theory is elegant. The practice when they attempt it collapses in a single moment of dropped change and the familiar intervention of ordinary physics. The failed slot machine experiment produces one of the quietest and most telling exchanges in the sequence. Lucy's disappointment is real, yet it is already being converted into the next necessary scheme. The overheard conversation between hotel executives about rolling out the red carpet for a big gambler becomes the spark. Did you hear that when a big gambler comes to town they roll out the red carpet for him? They've got him reservations at every show in town. It's not costing him a cent. The information is received with the particular attention of a woman who has just been handed a new map. We're gonna act like we has till we gets. The grammar is pure Lucy, the meaning crystalline. They will return to the motel. They will study the gambling book with renewed intensity. And tonight they will walk into the casino as if $5.50 were merely the small change carried by women who have left the real fortune upstairs. I return to this arrival sequence, the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive encounter with a city designed to separate people from their money. Las Vegas in the mid-1960s occupied a particular place in the American imagination, a desert mirage of possibility where the ordinary rules of thrift were suspended and the promise of sudden elevation hung in the air, like neon. The image of two middle-aged women from Danfield standing in a hotel lobby they cannot afford, accepting free tea and cookies with the careful dignity of people who understand the temporary nature of the gift carries a resonance that extends beyond the immediate comedy. It is the image of a particular kind of hope exercised at the edge of solvency. Ball inhabits that hope so completely that the larger cultural dimension emerges without effort. The physical comedy of these minutes is quieter than the great slapstick sequences, yet no less precise. Ball's handling of the teacup is a small masterclass in the performance of belonging. She does not gulp. She does not betray by any overt sign that the motel down the street offers no such service. The cookie is selected with the particular deliberation of someone who intends to make the experience last. When the conversation turns to the evening wardrobe, the cookie green outfit is defended with the full force of her aesthetic judgment. It's cookie. It's a little high style. The phrase is both description and self-persuasion. The dress is not merely clothing, it is the necessary costume for the performance that is about to begin. Vivian's role in these minutes is essential. Vance never allows the character to become a mere audience for Lucy's escalating plans. Her skepticism about the gambling book is real. Her protection of the $5 is absolute. Yet when the larger scheme of impersonating wealthy gamblers is proposed, the resistance softens into the familiar partnership. She will go along. She will play her part. The pink dress will be worn. The motel will be temporarily forgotten. The particular loyalty that has carried them through every previous disaster is once again placed in the service of a dream that has no reasonable chance of succeeding. The cultural texture of the sequence continues to deepen with repeated viewing. The reference to Frank Sinatra heard through the air conditioning vent of the powder room is pure period detail, a small reminder of the distance between the free entertainment available to women of limited means and the ticketed spectacles designed for those who can pay. The Danish pastry served that morning, the tea in the lobby, the polite attention of the staff, all of these small luxuries are received with the particular gratitude of people who know they are temporary. Ball never overplays the gratitude. She simply lets it live in the careful way. The cup is held in the slight pause before the next practical calculation begins. As the sequence prepares to move toward the full performance of Pamela Pettibone and Penelope Popendore, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The $5.50 has been counted. The gambling book has been studied. The cookie green outfit has been claimed. And Lucy Carmichael, who arrived in Las Vegas as a prize winner with almost no money, is already transforming herself into the kind of woman for whom the red carpet is rolled out as a matter of course. The next necessary performance will require accents, invented biographies, and the sustained courage to occupy a social space that does not belong to them. The motel room waits. The book waits. The desert night waits to see whether the performance will hold. I have returned to this arrival sequence on evenings, when the ordinary distance between desire and means feels particularly sharp. The lobby still glows with its temporary welcome. The tea still arrives on its silver tray. Ball's face still registers the small luxury with that quiet, complete attention. And somewhere in the space between the $5.50 and the first outline of the heiress performance, the old comedy of hope against the mathematics of the budget continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of aspiration itself. I still remember the precise moment the two women from Danfield disappeared and the heiresses took their place. It happened in the soft light of the casino lounge with the particular suddenness of a costume change performed without a curtain. Lucy adjusts an imaginary set of credentials, lifts her chin a fraction higher, and becomes Pamela Pettibone. Vivian, after only the briefest hesitation, accepts the name Penelope Popendore and the accompanying responsibility of looking after a woman whose relationship to money is both intimate and disordered. Even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private, almost conspiratorial delight. Ball does not merely put on an accent, she rearranges the entire architecture of her presence. The shoulders settle differently. The hands move with a new economy. The voice acquires a drawl that is less geography than social declaration. What always moves me most about this sequence is the speed and completeness of the transformation. The names themselves are pure Lucy invention. Pettibone and Popendore, absurd enough to be memorable and just plausible enough to survive a first hearing. When the casino executive joins their table, the performance begins in earnest. I couldn't help being intrigued by your conversation. I've been around the casinos for a long time, and I usually can spot a heavy player. But I never would have taken you for an inveterate gambler. Lucy's reply is instantaneous and perfect. Well, I've been inveterate all my life. The word is claimed with the serene confidence of someone who has never met a vocabulary she could not press into service. The subsequent embroidery childhood games of Jack's parents forced to play strip poker to get her to bed. A mother who only raised her voice to yell bingo unfolds with the particular logic of a story that is being written in real time and yet somehow feels already complete. The oil fortune is introduced with the same effortless authority. Your father was in oil. He has one of the largest oil fields in Texas. Lucy's clarification is pure unhurried invention. Well, I don't know actually how many barrels he gets a day, but I do know they had to send out for bigger barrels. The line is delivered with such perfect seriousness that the executive accepts it without visible strain. Vivian's attempts to moderate the escalating biography warning against the $1,000 requests, reminding Pamela of Monte Carlo, are shaped with the particular loyalty of a woman who has agreed to play the responsible companion, and is now discovering how much responsibility the role requires. When the executive offers to arrange tickets for every show in town, the victory is received with the quiet radiance of people who have just converted $5.50 into an entire weekend of spectacle. The later introduction to the big gambler Mr. Kelson or Kelsey, the names blur in the heat of the performance, raises the stakes to their highest point. The executive presents the two women as fellow members of the oil aristocracy and serious players. Lucy accepts the introduction with the particular grace of someone who has already decided that the only way to survive the encounter is to occupy it completely. Miss Pamela Pettibone, and this is my friend Penelope Popendore. The names are spoken with the casual ownership of identities that have existed for years rather than minutes. When the conversation turns to wildcatting and Texas fortunes, Lucy produces the grandfather who died poor only to have a gusher erupt in his grave. The story is so perfectly shaped that it temporarily silences the table. Ball's timing in these minutes is a master class in the management of invented history. She never rushes. She never over-explains. She simply allows each new detail to settle into the air as if it had always been there. The critical turn arrives when the big gambler, short on time and $10,000 behind, offers Lucy the use of his money. "Why don't you gamble with my money? If you get me even, I'll give you everything you win over that." The offer is both opportunity and trap, and Ball registers both possibilities in a single luminous pause. The acceptance is framed as a sporting challenge rather than a financial necessity. It is a challenge to see if a gambler like myself can win so much money in so short a time. The sentence is pure Pamela Pettibone, elegant, slightly bored, already certain of the outcome. Vivian's quiet terror is visible only to the audience. The performance has succeeded beyond any reasonable expectation. They have the shows. They have the attention of the casino. And now they have the temporary use of a stake large enough to change the shape of the entire weekend. I return to this long performance sequence the way one returns to the memory of a first decisive act of successful impersonation. The heiress act was never merely a comic device. It was the tangible form of a deeper refusal, the refusal to remain inside the financial and social limits that Danfield and the $5.50 had assigned them. Ball understands the metaphysical weight of the transformation. She does not play Pamela Pettibone as a crude caricature of wealth. She plays her as a woman who has always moved through the world with the quiet assumption that the world will adjust itself to her presence. The comedy arises from the gap between that assumption and the motel room that still waits across town, yet Ball never allows the gap to become the subject of the scene. She simply occupies the larger identity with such completeness that the smaller one temporarily ceases to exist. The cultural texture of these minutes continues to deepen with repeated viewing. Las Vegas in the mid-1960s was actively manufacturing its own mythology of sudden fortune and democratic glamour. The idea that a pair of unknown women could walk into a casino and be taken for oil heiresses was both absurd and, within the particular logic of the place, strangely plausible. Money, or the credible performance of money, was the only required passport. Ball and Vance understood the cultural current perfectly. They did not invent the red carpet logic of the town. They simply placed two women from Danfield inside it and allowed the town to reveal its own willingness to be convinced. The physical comedy of the performance is quieter than the great slapstick sequences, yet no less precise. Ball's handling of the invented biography is a sustained exercise in controlled expansion. Each new detail is added with the particular care of a bricklayer who knows the wall must stand. The hands remain still. The gaze is steady. The voice never climbs into the register of someone who is inventing under pressure. When she reaches the story of the grandfather and the posthumous gusher, the pause that follows is pure confidence. She has given the table something too perfect to question, and she knows it. Vivian's contribution to the performance deserves its own extended consideration. Vance plays Penelope Popendore as a woman who has spent years managing a more volatile companion and has developed the particular skills such management requires. The warnings about Monte Carlo, the attempts to limit the betting, the quiet corrections when the biography threatens to become too elaborate, all of it is shaped with the loyalty of someone who has agreed to share the risk and is now determined to survive it. The partnership that began in a Danfield kitchen over a temperamental disposal has become, for the space of these minutes, a fully operational confidence team. As the sequence prepares to move toward the dice table and the final glorious catastrophic run with the big gambler's money, the emotional architecture remains perfectly intact. The heiress act has succeeded. The red carpet has been secured. And Lucy Carmichael, who arrived in Las Vegas with $5.50 and a cookie green dress, now stands at the edge of a craps table with a temporary fortune and the full attention of the house. The next necessary performance will require every system she studied in the little gambling book and every ounce of the nerve that has carried her through every previous disaster. The dice wait. The boxcars wait. The particular mathematics of hope against probability waits to be tested one more time. I have returned to this sequence on nights when the ordinary limits of identity feel particularly confining. The lounge still glows with its soft, expensive light. The names Pettibone and Popendore still float across the table with their absurd perfect confidence. Ball's voice still claims the word inveterate as if she had been born to it. And somewhere in the space between the $5.50 and the first successful performance of enormous wealth, the old comedy of reinvention against the facts of the budget continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these minutes, and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of nerve itself. I still remember the exact quality of electricity that filled the air the first time I watched Lucy Carmichael step up to the dice table with another man's fortune in her hands. The casino noise seemed to recede. The light narrowed to the green felt and the small white cubes that would decide everything. Pamela Pettibone, still fully inhabited, still luminous with invented authority, accepts the dice as if she has been waiting for them all her life. Even now, decades later, this moment makes me feel a private, almost breathless attention. Ball does not play the approach to the table as nervous ambition. She plays it as destiny temporarily borrowed. The body settles into a new center of gravity. The hands become steady. The voice, when it begins to call the action, carries the particular calm of someone who has already decided that the universe is going to cooperate. What always moves me most about this final sequence is the sustained, almost athletic brilliance of the hot streak itself. The first roll produces an 11. The table erupts. Lucy's instruction is immediate and absolute. Let it ride. The phrase is spoken with the serene confidence of the little gambling book made flesh. Another 11 follows. The pile grows. A 7 appears and is greeted with the same unshakable instruction. The number 19 is chosen as a personal talisman and is ridden with a devotion that borders on the religious. Each successful decision is met with the growing belief of the crowd and the increasing disbelief of Vivian, who stands at the edge of the action like a woman watching a controlled explosion that has forgotten the meaning of the word controlled. Ball's physical command of these minutes is extraordinary. She does not bounce or shout. She simply occupies the space with such completeness that the dice themselves seem to acknowledge her authority. The decision to go for boxcars arrives with the particular logic that has governed every previous scheme. The odds are the highest on the table. The little book has already declared that the greatest benefits belong to those with the courage to let it ride on the 2 6s. Lucy announces the intention with the calm of a woman placing a final perfect brick in a wall she has been building all night. We haven't gone for a boxcar. You see, we ought to get a boxcar because they pay 30 to 1. The chips move, the dice leave her hand, and for one suspended second the entire weekend, every free show, every invented barrel of oil, every moment of borrowed glamour hangs in the air with them. The roll produces a 19 instead, the big gambler out of time, and now even declares the experiment a success. Lucy has restored his $10,000 and produced a profit. The reward is produced with ceremonial generosity. It is a $5 chip. The collapse of the dream is handled with the particular gentleness that has always marked the series' most honest endings. Vivian's assessment is quiet and complete. You did all that work and you only won $5. Lucy's response is pure, undiminished faith. If I did it once, I can do it again. The determination to run the $5 chip up to 500 or 5,000 is met with the familiar loving resistance that has protected her from herself across every previous disaster. The argument is brief. The decision is reached without bitterness. They will return to the motel. They will become Lucy and Vivian again. The cookie green dress will be hung up. The names Pettibone and Popendour will be set aside like costumes that have served their purpose. The final exchange is almost tender in its acceptance. Well, Pamela, shall we go back to our motel? All right, Miss Popendour. I return to this long closing arc, the way one returns to the final chapter of a book that has somehow managed to contain an entire philosophy of hope. The $5 chip was never merely a comic deflation. It was the universe's quiet reminder that the mathematics of probability remain indifferent to even the most brilliant performance of confidence. Ball understands the metaphysical weight of the moment. She does not play the smallness of the reward as defeat, she plays it as information. The streak was real, the skill was real. The transformation into Pamela Pettibone was for the space of an evening absolute. And still the final accounting produced only $5. The knowledge lives in her face without bitterness. It is simply added to the long ledger of experience that has always been the true capital of Lucy Carmichael's existence. The cultural texture of these final minutes continues to deepen with time. Las Vegas in the mid-1960s was selling the precise fantasy. The episode has just examined the idea that nerve and system and a willingness to occupy a larger identity could rewrite the ordinary arithmetic of life. The episode does not mock the fantasy. It simply places two women from Danfield inside it long enough for the fantasy to reveal both its genuine power and its inevitable limit. The free shows were real. The red carpet was real. The temporary possession of a large stake was real. And the $5 chip at the end was also real. Ball and the writers allow all of these truths to stand side by side without forcing a moral. The audience is left to sit with the full complicated residue of the adventure. The physical comedy of the dice sequence deserves its own extended consideration. Ball's relationship to the cubes is intimate and authoritative. She shakes them with the particular economy of someone who has studied the required gestures and then forgotten them in favor of instinct. Each call of the point is delivered with the calm of a woman who has already seen the outcome. When the streak is running, her body becomes stiller rather than more agitated. The energy is concentrated rather than expended. It is one of the purest demonstrations of her lifelong understanding that the most powerful comedy is often rooted in absolute commitment rather than exaggeration. She does not ask the audience to laugh at a woman pretending to be a high roller. She asks the audience to believe for as long as the dice are in her hand that the woman at the table is exactly who she claims to be. Vivian's presence at the edge of the action remains the emotional anchor of the sequence. Vance plays the particular terror of the responsible partner with extraordinary delicacy. She does not try to stop the streak. She simply witnesses it, calculating at every moment the distance between the current mountain of chips and the $5.50 that still constitutes their actual fortune. When the final reward is revealed, her quiet summary of the discrepancy carries the full weight of their shared history. She has seen every previous scheme rise and fall. She recognizes the shape of this ending without needing to name it. As the two women walk away from the table and toward the desert night, the emotional architecture of the entire composite story reaches its final perfect balance. The pennies have been washed and lost. The vacuum cleaner has claimed its $3,000 victim and then given it back. The ceramic cat has been broken and replaced through a transom. The heiress act has been performed at the highest level the city could offer. And the final accounting has produced a $5 chip and the intact partnership that has always been the true fortune. Lucy Carmichael does not exit defeated. She exits informed. The universe has allowed her to occupy a larger identity long enough to learn its limits, and she accepts the lesson without surrendering the deeper current of hope that has carried her through every previous disaster. I have returned to this final sequence on nights when the ordinary arithmetic of adult life feels particularly exacting. The dice still tumble across the green felt. The 11s and 7s and 19s still arrive with their brief perfect authority. The $5 chip still appears in the dealer's hand like a quiet punchline delivered by the cosmos itself. And somewhere in the space between the mountain of chips that briefly existed and the small token that remained, the old comedy of hope against probability continues to play itself out with the same tenderness and the same precision it possessed when I first encountered it as a child. That is the enduring gift of these last minutes, and and it is a gift I continue to hold close the way one holds a family story that somehow still explains the shape of resilience itself. The series has always understood that the true resolution is never the size of the final purse. It is the fact that Lucy and Vivian walk away together, still willing to believe that the next scheme might be the one that finally tilts the law of averages permanently in their favor. The motel room waits. The bus fare remains intact. The cookie green dress will be packed for the journey home. And the $5 chip, small as it is, will travel with them as evidence that for one luminous stretch of a desert night, the universe agreed to play along.